tonight.
Here we go.
Let's just cancel the campaign.
Just dump it.
Here
We
we.
made it to Hellhounds.
Can we do a redo on last session?
Fuck no.
See the alternate endings.
A Morgan, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, we were joking. I was
Yeah,
like,
what to do with a witch?
if Coda finds a witch, he's gonna be like, we went to the other route.
Shadow
Like,
House.
we went to Shadowhill and like change history.
If he finds a what?
It was like a ring of wishes or something.
yeah, random.
Yeah, classic.
Yeah, it's like I wish the Bubble Bobble wasn't assassinated. Yeah, that would be. I wish we had a do-over.
I wish we went north instead of east.
It's even worse than going south.
I wish Koth was here.
I feel like that would improve some things if Garth was here.
It's true. That's pretty true.
It would improve our likelihood of killing. both him
Don't
and
worry,
Kodo.
everybody. I have a plan.
Sure.
Oh,
Just lunging at Shaylee's back.
People will love this.
They love
I'm
me.
sure.
They really love
I
me.
thought about like 8 different things I could do, and this is what I settled on.
Instead of Mikos getting jumped for once, he's jumping all of us. He has other clones of himself.
And in case anyone didn't say, I am also changing the way that I'm. Silver now is 10 minutes instead of just a minute, and then I feel like that's gonna make a bit more sense in terms of charging for stuff.
Is an hour still the same? Like,
Yeah, and that one like gold to hour equivalent is still in place.
Okay. I thought you increased everything.
No. I just increased. I just felt like nothing really mattered in that regard. I feel like there needs to be a bit more of a price to some the things that would normally cost a silver, as opposed to just like a couple of minutes you lose. You know what I mean?
This is more of like a DM facing thing. It doesn't like functionally affect us in terms of how we calculate time.
No. I mean, this is just be like some stuff will just cost more now.
Gotcha.
Add a little bit more pressure on that.
We're
that
being
aspect.
taxed.
But
is what I'm
the
hearing.
are being taxed. Tax East.
Like for example, like a healing potion is effectively the same amount of time cost because gold's the same, right?
Yeah.
Jeff Keighley, you've done it again.
Me, Kitty, and fucking Vocab were up really early. Well, I guess I was up really early. I shouldn't speak to the British people, but like,
It was
You
midday.
shouldn't.
I was still awake.
no, but we just had a really dumb idea of like an E3 event, but it was just about like new British Parliament taxes that are just being announced.
Tax
we call it Tax East, and it was like Jeff Keighley still hosted it or something.
World premiere.
Well, it was either that Jeff
This is
Keighley
a-
hosted it.
the first tax from this is an old IP that hasn't been taxed in years.
Yeah. No, it was either that Jeff Keighley still hosts it, or Jeff Keighley has nothing to do with it, but the British public still goes after him for the announcements.
Yeah. They're like, please, you must.
Just like huge giant announcements and then just like breathing tax and like I am so proud to announce a new tax from developers you may be familiar with.
I am incredibly
Tory
honored to
government.
announce from a previous tax of the year winning student from winning legislation
Carlos,
a brand new IP. Take a look.
And then we also just talked about like them just declaring wars during this event too, just like we are invading Ireland.
It was a fucking wild one.
I was in
Welcome to the stage, the ghost Margaret Thatcher.
Can we have some people?
There's a pretty good one there. Yeah.
Do
You
we have
can even
some
combine
people-
two of them. Be like, we're taxing tea again on the Americans.
Can we have like some people crossover? It was like, this tax will fuck you. This tax will fuck you.
every 30 minutes this tax will fuck you.
We're reintroducing opium to China.
Yeah. They still have the fucking Muppet people up in the raft.
Jeez, this war.
Alright.
I'm just imagining like a THX like super loud logo of just opening with like a 2 coming up next to it.
Dude. No, Opium remastered.
Refined. Yes.
You were there with us for the beard tax. You suffered
Does
through the
mine-
window tax.
Does my mic sound alright? I accidentally knocked the gain, so I don't know if I'm.
You sound a bit louder than usual, but it's not too bad, at the very least.
Okay, am I getting louder or yeah? It looks like I'm getting.
You are
louder.
interrupting tax time.
Well, listen.
Tax East.
Tax East was like, I'll give you that one. That one was funny.
I'll give you that.
Oh no,
No,
I was in
yo, you
fucking
ready for
tears
tax
when we
web?
did
That
It was
just sounds
beautiful.
like, this is really funny now. Yeah.
that.
Fucking funny. This tax will fuck you.
Just the idea of people hunting Jeff Keighley for parliament legislation, even though he has like nothing. He lives in fucking California.
He's just like, what do you want?
Like farmers going to attack his house in California for the tractor tax.
From the makers of the window tax, the knowledge tax, the beard tax,
The cowardice tax.
bringing
Bringing-
a new IP, a new journey.
The condom.
From a studio you loathe.
Yeah, you know.
Oh, I'm just imagining they also have like the no gameplay, like just people, developers talking about the
Yeah.
text like videos.
Oh, no,
like,
but,
wow,
like,
I love paying this
Yeah,
tax.
the fake like people doing their taxes and they're like doing like fake communication. They've got like a
Yeah.
fake
No,
setup.
I'm not like the developer ones like talking about the journey of making this new tax of like.
Yeah. Yeah, and you know,
Yeah.
it started as a little idea and it just blew up into something we couldn't even believe in by the end of it.
You need to be on Do Not Disturb. So you
We have
fuckers
50
don't-
people writing copy when we started with just 2.
We've come up with a new idea. Taxes last year. This is tax 2.
We're really looking for a tax that will be in every home. A
If
tax
you-
that will affect every citizen.
We're
If you
proud
can
to
see-
tax your
Even the
family.
one not born yet.
If you can see, you can be taxed.
These taxes will be felt
you can't
for
see,
generations to
you can be
come.
Introducing the photon tax.
The electrode.
We're getting ahead of the
tax.
game and taxing people for shit not even invented yet.
A living world tax. Oh no.
Dead planet tax.
Purple worm tax.
Purple.
Alright, let's hop into it. It's good to be back. We have finally arrived in Hellhands, and AJ, you have a recap for us.
Oh.
I don't even
Man.
remember what even happened last time. I don't even remember.
Oh,
Yeah, I bet you
I
know.
like
You
that
said that
one.
last session. Preamble.
you hate it.
You hate it.
Yeah. There's
Grow up.
There's a good thing in it though. Look, check it out.
Check it out. Oh dear God. You like putting him in the background.
He's not on top of everything. He's not even in the background.
Fucking Philomore.
I couldn't. I was trying to find like a knocked out body or something, and I couldn't find anything. And I was like, fucking Peter Griffin.
Oh my god.
So yeah, let's go down the panels. First panel is, Shaylee getting tied, got her arms tied, and Brig being like, "We should be good now, right?" And then Kodo with like a sock in his hand, and just like, and then Shaylee's like, "Oh hell no!" And then Brig's like, "Come on."
like
But
that
yeah,
one.
I thought
had
that
to do
that
it.
was like the first idea. That was like the first idea I think was just like sock. Second panel is the inside the carriage, where on the left is Bailey and Brig, and
Correct's
Uh,
dead.
yeah, Korak. Yeah, I was like, I just looked
I
up
thought
where
Korak-
he's sitting.
Is
And it's
Quark
just-
working it? Like,
It does look like he's jorking it.
He's hiding it behind the shield.
that's what I was like. It's like, he's
Like I didn't even look at it afterwards. I put him there because it was like, okay, he fits in the scene. I meant to put Philomore behind him, but I forgot. So he's just on top of him, and then his face looks scary closed up. I'm not gonna. Hold on, let me see. I'll find it later and I'll put it in chat.
The Korak
yeah.
stance just reminds me of the guy, like that thing of the guy sucking his own cock. You know what I'm talking about, right?
But yeah, Shields react to SpongeBob sitting down and then Kodo just staring across the way, making sure no shenanigans is happening.
What is the
Third
full
pan-
image of that?
What? Same sent it to me. I'll send it in the thing as well. Third panel is a gift from my partner, and it's a butterfly. It was like the green butterfly. I looked up wooden butterfly. That was it. I made the wings green and then the middle blue. blue. And that's how I imagined what it would look like. And final panel is POV the dragon tells the group Shaylee is good to go. And
Okay.
just everyone in
Everyone's just like, what?
yeah,
What
he
happened
and
to
then-
Korak?
he's just
And
a
turn him
boy.
into an action figure.
Surely we're not of Wookiee soon enough, right?
No, there's more. I even had some saved that like I'm probably never gonna use.
What's wrong with him?
He's
Those are
shocked.
actually probably
He
lore
was,
accurate.
he
but
was
their
instantly
arms.
petrified.
I guess so.
Those are fucking long ass arms. Like
It's so funny because
That's
everyone
just a
else is like
toy.
reacting, but Korak is just in a different art style.
I mean, there wasn't. I looked up shocked Wookiee, and I've seen the ones that I've already done, and I was like, "Fuck it, this will work." His hands up like the fucking shocked guy meme.
It's like when they say like SpongeBob be funny as hell to hit you with that one that one frame.
Yeah. And then, as you could tell, there's a chicken little screaming overlaid on it. Just
you have like the non-opacity to 10 picture of that. I just want to
yeah,
see
yeah.
it.
I have it. Hold on. I gotta send one
That
of it.
Korak.
Hold on. So which one? Y'all wanted the the first Korak one.
I want the first Kodo one.
Yeah, the first Kodo. Hold on. Where's Sam?
Which one?
Where is he?
One on
The
the second
one
panel.
where he's in it.
Second
Yeah, okay.
panel.
So this was the original image that Sam sent me.
Where did you find
That's
those?
good.
What is that?
I don't know. He sent it to me. and I
I've
was
seen
like,
that
yeah.
before. That's a comic on. I've seen.
Jesus.
Crazy.
Why you speak
Yeah,
of it
why
like
are you
it's
not
horrifying?
specifying it?
Well, I don't know what it's
The-
called. I've seen it before. It's
Oh.
just this fucking chicken dude beating the shit out of people.
Yeah, it's just the way you said it. It's like that's the one I've seen.
I've heard about.
It sounded like you were haunted.
Where's the other one? Oh yeah, the Korak. That's the other one.
Yeah, the Korak fucking.
Chorking it. Oh, I gotta pull it up from the original.
He looks like a Five Nights at Freddy's too, like.
He
slumped over.
was fucking horrifying. Let me just look up the.
I don't know why it reminded
about
me
to
of
look
this fucking.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that one. Where is it? It's probably hidden. There it is.
Fucking.
This image horrified me because I like it close up. I'm like, what the fuck? Just
Who's
look
getting-
at that man.
Who's getting the best head?
Horror.
It was like no reason. He was just. I was like, I guess that'll work. That's the only one he's setting.
Good God.
I've never
And,
seen his feet before. And I
Me
wish
either.
I
I
did.
didn't. I didn't like this image because of that. But
Why is he just?
I know why I
completely-
I don't know why I envision him having his like hooves. He obviously doesn't have
Yeah.
them.
What?
But, like, no, but like, cause you never
Oh.
see his like toes, so I just like think of it as like one solid like cylinder. Like,
Yeah,
I don't think
I was the same on that. I'm with Mikos on this. Like,
I agree.
I don't think I ever
What's it?
imagined what his feet would look like. But
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, I assume that like I would envision him. I envision him as like a log with hair.
A log with hair.
He's just like a log with some arms and legs, and he's just
Yeah.
like coming
And
in.
Crazy.
For you, Mikos.
It's actually horrifying because you can't even see like his eyes aren't even. open.
Yeah, I had to blur the eyes because there's like extra skin on there.
you, had to take his eyes away.
I mean, to be fair, he didn't
Your
want to see the
artistic
shit.
vision.
Hey, he
Maybe
didn't want
we
to
should
see the
take
shit that was
Kodo's eyes.
happening. I mean, they were taken from him.
But where we left off, the group had just come to a conclusion with what was happening in Cryvale. Shaylee being put up to be sent back with the Zabra base for interrogation in order to find out where she had sent the Falcon. With the rescue of Drake Phillimore, the group were ordered to wait outside of Cryvale until they were met by superiors to get both Shaylee and Phillimore off their hands so they can continue the mission. What happened was a little bit of insight into Drake Phillimore's past, and along with that, a interesting deal was struck. Shaylee agreed to tell them where the Falcon was, but only agreed to tell Morrigan, to which she did. Morgan said he would handle it. And by the time the superiors arrived, that would be Drake Crane of Gear Truth and a dragon, a high member of the Zauberbeast Order. They brought with them a professional to assess Shaylee, seemingly under the impression that she was charmed until recently, and then wanted to make sure she's okay, which is something no one in the group was aware of. It was this more than likely being a lie to get Shaylee out of trouble with the
A lie, you say?
No.
Lie.
There were no
Not
lies.
a lie at all.
It was during this encounter it was learned that the dragon had the ability to read someone's
History.
lack of a better word. We'll say history.
Lack
for
of a
now.
better word.
I'm not
Uh-oh.
You almost spoiled it.
That's but I just wanted to find the right words for it.
Okay.
Legend lore. Legend lore.
They managed to be able to read people's histories, we'll say, doing so with Snow, learning a lot about him from a mere handshake, to which it was suggested that the dragon used their power on Shaylee to see if they could be trusted to go on this mission. The dragon proceeded to shake Shaylee's hand, walk back to the cart that they arrived on silently, and ordered the recruits to continue on their way, much to the shock of everyone, most of all Shaylee.
Yes.
Yep.
I don't even think Coda could got more shocked than Shaylee.
Like, Shaylee and Kodo are, like, I imagine, tying for most shocked of how that encounter ended.
Yeah, they're like the levels of that.
It's not very often that Shaylee and Kota are on the same wavelength, but at that moment,
You should have been arrested. Yeah, I know, Kodo. Like, what
Yeah, they
happened?
both look at
You're right,
they
you're
both look
fucking
at each
right.
other like, what?
dead.
They both looked at each other like, what?
What the fuck is happening?
This is how they bond. They bond over the worst call in Zauberbeast history.
Yeah, they become best friends because of this. The job would be saying shit.
They are corrupt.
That dragon's crazy.
Dragon sucks.
But, being sent on their way, the group have finally managed to reach the town of Hellhands, the town in which their mission is set. The town that they have fought hard and brutally for the past couple of days. They finally
Feels like
arrived.
Christ, it has only
For
been
the
2
past
days.
90 hours.
We're on the third day now.
And
We are here.
as you approach in your cart, I'll give you all a moment. It's been a pretty silent ride to get there.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
imagine.
the only noise was Snow mentioning, like whistling and being like, "We're here."
So I'm sharing my screen if you want to hear the music.
Yep.
No. But as the wooded borders of Hellhands come into view, the group must prepare themselves for what they arrived here for, their job. And for that, the floor is open.
Jesus,
We go back to Duolor.
you're fucking insane. You're going back alone.
You gotta optimize the run.
You are swimming.
You are gonna be swimming.
Now that you know
with
all the
the
little things, you gotta optimize. Like, you know where like things are gonna be and stuff. You gotta
Hell yeah.
make it more
Me
efficient.
Everybody's
long
safe.
jumping into Drake Vigil's headquarters.
Me when
We
I'm-
instantly fucking jump Glan Glan.
Jesus.
Come here, kid.
Yeah, what could be? Where are we? We're showing up right there, right?
Yeah, you're gonna be in the top right here.
We put ourselves down.
We
Yeah,
Put
you
ourselves
you can
down?
put yourself down. I don't need it to.
Almost with noise again.
Funny seeing you here.
Well, dang!
Well,
ding.
that's not even his voice.
We've been silent on the ride here, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
imagine.
Yeah, I think
there's
so,
some-
yeah.
Okay.
Like, I don't even know what Korek would say because I don't know what to say. Like, at all.
Yeah.
I'm stunned.
Yeah, everyone's just.
I think,
Oh, well, that
Kodo, I think, will speak up.
Mm.
He's gonna look to Shaylee.
oh, there's a surprise.
I'm sorry, Shaylee. I should have believed all of you. My dramatic emotions got the best of me. I even spoke back against a wyvern and called to a dragon. I should be 5 feet below the dirt for that. I hope you can forgive my transgression. And I hope you'll all allow me to help you solve the mission.
I think he's mind broken.
Yeah, is he talking to all of us?
Yeah.
Is he okay?
No.
You know what? Yeah, like that was a dumb question.
I know.
Insight?
Insight indeed. It's kind of what?
Why are you deceiving us, Mikos?
Not 20, bitch.
That's a 16 plus 5. So a 21.
I'm not rolling.
He's telling the truth.
So what do I have to do here, Carlos? Because like,
Well, I guess. Roll me just a. Is your persuasion or deception, like, do they have different stats for them?
No.
Okay, then just roll. Just do the roll, regardless.
Hidden to you or hidden to no one?
No, I'm not hiding the fact you're making the roll, so you can just.
Okay.
This is just going to be a baseline whether they can read you well or not. What's the final on that?
It's 11.
Okay, gotcha. In that case, happened to my
Korak and Snow die.
yeah. What
For seeing the truth.
Probably.
Please.
Okay.
Have you got to roll? Just for the funny.
Oh, fuck you. Okay.
Please fail.
I fully don't believe him. Hold on. Where is it?
Well, I guess you don't really need to roll. Yeah, he's telling the
Yeah,
truth.
for anyone who rolled
You.
above an 11, I guess Mikos, you can give the insight into his words.
Just think of how much you guys would get. He's not being 100% truthful. That's fair.
Figured.
Then yeah, with that, even with the
He
apology,
does at the very least seem shaken about what he's done.
yeah, he seems to feel a bit more guilty for the actions he took in that conversation than suspecting Shaylee.
Yeah, that's probably the.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Mm.
I think Shaylee's gonna find this incredibly, like, uncomfortable. Like,
That's the Kodo way.
Yeah, but like even more so, I imagine.
yeah, because, like, she fully expected to die, and she's not, and the dragon's letting her leave with the possibility of her not being murdered at the end of this, and now Koto's saying sorry? Like, even if he's not being fully truthful, like, what the fuck is happening?
Maybe I am under a
He's
trance.
like, am I charmed? Am I dead? Is this hell? Am I in limbo? So I think, yeah, she's just gonna kind of like look to Brig and Korak and just be like, what the fuck what do I do with this?
Probably bowing at the end of his thing as well.
Ew. Ugh.
Yeah. It's okay, little buddy. You made a decision on your own, and that's the proper Zabaris way to do it, right?
I shouldn't be the one to do that, though.
What?
I shouldn't be the one to do that.
Well, don't you want to be a Zababeast?
I'm not a Silver Beast.
We'll get there. Like a bit like a we'll get there, yeah.
It's also because of what I am. I should be two drakes, a wyvern, a dragon. I still thought I was right.
Koto, I can't believe I'm saying this, but have you thought that because you fought for what you believed in, that's why you're still here?
I'm here because of the guidance I was given to by Master Karth. And he always instilled in me to listen to my Zarabi superiors. I didn't do that. And I almost caused an issue for all of us.
And yet here we are. Here you are.
But not because of me.
Well, no.
I thought better of what the Falcon could. I was out of my depth. I should have thought the Falcon could control us as well. Maybe my memories of that time are foggy as well.
It did put like every recipe ever conceived into my head, so it definitely can. It could do things like that.
You did try turning Korak into a tree.
It did do that.
It was nice.
It was what?
It felt nice.
You were turning into a tree.
Yeah, it didn't look nice.
Korak, are you okay?
No, I mean, because in my head, turning into a tree where for correct was like, photosynthesis, peace at last.
I don't think it gives you
Partially
leaves.
brought back to the world. I think Shaylee's just kind of gonna like rub her eyes slightly. She's very much confused and I think a little overwhelmed still because she should be dead and she knows that. And then just go, can I have my weapons back?
I assume we would have given to you those on the way here. It was like,
Yeah.
I'm assuming we weren't still tied up.
It's like 3 hours.
Yeah, we were. Yeah,
Right, okay.
Kodo would have been sitting in silence, thinking about that. But yeah, like he wouldn't have stopped anyone from doing anything.
No.
Oliver's.
No,
Oliver!
Thank
The
you for the level
session
up,
is
Oliver.
blessed.
Oh, we
It's
can level up
blessed.
again? Level 6? Nice.
Level 6.
Yo, Oliver, they can hear you now.
I would really love level 6, honestly.
Yeah,
I would-
we all
I would
do.
love level 6
no,
so
no,
much.
but like I get
Give
another.
truth to Oliver. You can
I
hear
get
it.
more.
Or if I get level 6, I get to wear heavy armor and shields. I would love it so much.
Are you kissing the cat, Carlos, when you're allergic?
He doesn't care.
Oliver's gone. I've killed him.
No!
When have you ever met a cat owner who's allergic to cats not to fucking treat them like
Smooch their
smelling
little head.
salts?
Wait, what? Who's treating the cat like a
Just
smelling?
I was like, did you give Oliver a
sniffer.
little smooch?
I gave him a couple little smooches.
Yeah, and I'm like, dude, you're allergic. You're gonna fucking die.
I'm not dead yet. I've had him for like years.
He's biding his time.
Yeah, one day.
I've had him for like
He's
8+
gonna-
years at this point.
One day. he's
One
gonna
day,
turn into
one day
that.
he's gonna fucking activate the neurotoxins in his fur.
All at once, every allergy is gonna like destroy my fucking immune system.
Yeah, it's like fucking hidden damage over time.
Radiation.
Okay, I think at that then, I think Shaylee's in. If she's already got her weapons back, she'll just be like, okay, well, we need hold on. We need a plan of attack. We should probably. How much time do we have?
We have about 8 hours, right?
Currently,
8
right
hours.
now, let me get the exact time. It is 4:33.
8 hours.
p.m.
Wait, 4:33?
4:33 p.m.
7.5 hours.
Okay. Do you
Until midnight,
think-
at least.
Do you think it's worth? I don't necessarily want to split in two, but we should have someone with the Baron just in case our assumption of midnight is not correct. And meanwhile, someone else or the other team looks over the body and see what we can glean from that.
We should, at the very least, people should go to Grandpa's Ridge and inform that we're here. But we're expected, right?
I hope we're expected.
Is that right, Carlos?
Yes, you were told you were expected.
Okay.
And then some of us go to the Jambon. From what we heard, there are people from Cryvale who are working on helping repair the tavern. I don't know what the situation there is like. I don't know where the body would be either.
It's in the boathouse. That's what we were told.
Boathouse?
The boathouse.
It was moved to a boathouse.
So
When were we told that?
is that
It's in the
the
document.
document, you fucking
Is it?
yes. Second page. A local cleric of North.
Oh,
of
okay.
Northland
Yeah, I
Butler.
was looking for boathouse, but I was putting no space between boat and house.
Yeah.
So we got a couple things. We should probably examine the body, talk to the guard, and defend the Baron.
I was we should probably just all go to the Baron.
Yeah, if we
Yes,
check in with the
separate
Baron
them.
first and then see what he wants to do. If he wants to stay there, then we should leave.
Did the Baron hire us? Quotation marks. Like who's like the lead on like who's our? Is the Baron on the point of contact of this job?
It would be more so the Zauberbeast. Like the Zauberbeast are sending you out on a mission. If you want to get technical with it, it would be more the Kingdom is ordering this mission
Okay.
than anything
But
else.
like we don't. There are no Zauberbeasts here, which means
No.
we would be reporting to the Baron,
In terms of
like chain of custody.
kind of, but like the Baron wouldn't decide what you do.
Okay.
That's fair.
The Baron would know like we're coming, right?
Yeah, obviously, you treat him with respect and stuff. But like technically, he's not your boss. But
Okay.
like you're here to protect him.
Most
Got it.
importantly, he can direct us to the places of interest in the case.
Yeah.
He can tell us what boathouse we're supposed to go to.
So I think going to the Baron first makes sense.
Baron used to be a Zauberbeast, right?
No, he didn't.
No. Okay. I mean, he's got to be fucking strong if he's beating a Bolton. But yeah, we should. Yeah, Shaylee will agree with that. They go to the Baron first, and then take it from there. Maybe he knows something.
All right.
So, are we taking the cart or are we walking?
We have a
imagine
court
pretty-
as well.
Pick the
Can-
cut there.
Alrighty, in that case, everyone take off 7 minutes as you ride to the Baron's estate.
No.
Yeah.
Clerics of Nos even here?
Alright.
-7.
-2.
Minus
7 minutes.
an L's an L.
There we go. It's now 4:40. Let me switch. Quick.
Wait, did I just?
So where are we putting our characters?
did.
You're gonna take it to 4.
What?
As you guys ride through, the streets of Hellhand seem very quiet, sort of akin to. I say, what are we with? Why is there like a phantom Kodo?
Phantom
By the
Court.
way,
Oh, is
Where?
there a Phantom Koto?
I don't know, like in the top right, like up there. He won't move.
you gotta wake up, Korak.
Top
What
right.
are you? What the fuck are you talking about?
Right here, there's like a ghost.
No.
I don't see it.
Is that Kodo, or I think that might be just paranoia?
It's schizophrenia, man.
I think you're seeing things in the wood, Carlos.
Shading.
Yeah,
No,
because it's on the other side as well. No, you're actually schizophrenic.
No,
Yeah,
I refreshed the page and he's gone now. No, it was like I guess I grabbed him while he was moving and it like saved his position. No, it wasn't like I see something. It's not something like I see a pattern. It was like legitimately his sprite was right there.
So what I missed?
Nothing. They're deciding first things first before you go running off to do anything. Talk to the Baron first.
Right.
Make a contact with that.
This does like actually look like Kodo though in the wood.
As you make your way over, you come to the front of a giant thumb protruding from the water in front. A staircase built along the length of the plant growth. At the base of the stairs, you see what appears to be a guardhouse. A couple of guards spot you approaching with your cart. They don't seem to mind you none much, just letting you, assuming you're just driving past.
We're not driving past, are we?
No, we're not.
We're stopping.
It's payday, motherfucker.
One of the
Everyone
guards steps up.
We're here to kill the Baron.
Fuck!
We're making do on our promise.
Excuse me, do you have any business here?
We were sent by the Zobber Beasts to prevent the potential assassination.
Oh, finally you got here.
Yeah, it's been a...
Can't lunge at his throat.
Ah!
Shut up! Why now?
We finally made it. It's been hell over here.
We were
Hell
getting,
hands.
Our hands have been in hell.
we were beginning to get worried that our message didn't reach you.
Oh, it did.
Well, do you have any form of identification?
Oh my
fuck, I
fucking
forgot
god!
of my other pants.
We forgot it in the dual wall. We need to go back.
Well, oh, wait, hold on. Does Zombies
it's
ever
fine.
have identification other than uniform?
Usually
we
like
don't
small
have
like
uniform.
like emblems.
Probably. I imagine we have the emblem.
You do.
Right?
You do have like recruit emblems. You do have
Oh, okay.
with you.
Okay.
Yeah. Shaylee will show
Hold for like
her.
a detective badge.
like junior
I was about to
detective
lose
fucking.
It's like, oh, the FBI here. You guys are with them, right? Yeah. Like you show them as like a janitor. Like fuck.
Yeah, I work
You
for
guys
them.
have badges, right?
Yeah, she looks it
Oh.
over. Hey, recruits?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Don't worry about it. We've
Just a formality.
All right.
Formality.
Well, if that, listen, we'll take anything we can get. We're a bit stretched thin at the moment.
With what exactly?
Reports of undead
Obviously-
been popping up around. We've been trying to reach the Zobber Beast to report them, but we haven't been able to get anything through. Not even the Baron's Sending Stone is working.
it's not.
Undead where?
Around, just in the streets, people get attacked suddenly.
Has it been happening for? Has there been any attacks today, or was it?
Today, yeah. A bunch. It's been taking everything we got to keep them off the people's back. We've ordered people to stay inside for the time being.
The-
Lone wolf doing
Right.
again.
The bodies. As you check the tombs. Have you like? Is there evidence of like? Do they have bathrooms? The bodies that you found, the undead.
From the ones we've managed to take down, yes, they seem to be originating from our tomb, but... Yeah, the Baron can fill you in on all the details with what's happening. We're just happy to have you here.
Aye. So, the Baron is in the estate, correct?
At the very top, yes.
We shall. We'll get going then. Thank you for your. What's your name?
Me, you can call me Marconi.
NPC 35.
The villain.
What serial killer or serial abuser can we turn this guy into?
Thank you, Marconi.
Thank you for getting here. Has was much trouble getting here.
Oh. Yeah, Snow just looks at him like deadpanned, like.
If you want, you can park your carriage here. We can put it in our stables.
That'd
Aye,
be
that'll be-
appreciated.
That'd be a good idea. Right, okay. Shall we?
Yeah.
After you.
Yeah, this guy probably sees these recruits that look like hell in the
Yeah.
eyes, and he's like, "I hope it wasn't too much trouble." Why, yada?
Hope your journey was good.
I hope you're doing it. Good. Shut up, bro.
We had a nice trip.
I'll make sure you take the trip with us next time. Fuck the accent. I'm getting...
Fuck the accent.
Man, should have gone to Shadowvale, eh?
Yeah, it's the Marconi would order some of the guards to take away your carriage, setting it up in the stables as you look at the daunting uphill you have ahead of you.
Not that much.
Yeah. What is this farm? Like, what are these?
Roll me a nature.
Yes.
Nature.
Yes. Where is my nature?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's not that, it's okay.
25.
Jesus.
Alright, never mind. You can just fill us in.
Phil?
These are referred to as creeping hands. They are a plant that formed in Hellhands following the end of the Druidic invasion. A lot of folklore around it, like almost as if these are represented to be the damned souls of druids reaching up. Scientifically, what they are plant life. They are concentrated, almost seaweed and kelp that have formed into a solid mass. And within them, they have the potential to form very, very prominent healing potions, which is where Bubble Bobble got their initial ingredients for what is now considered like their magnum opus, like the current standard for healing potions.
How would they serve in a dish?
Oh my fuck.
You know pretty well. They have a very salty taste to them, so they often get paired with in sandwiches that complement it, or as a garnish on some more heartier meals.
Y'all, we're having sushi.
Oh yeah.
Smoking it.
Smoking. We on that Hellhands pack.
Oh, we're smoking them hands.
But as you journey up, it's going to be about a 5-minute walk up. As you trudge up the side of the hand to the prominent estate built upon the thumb, standing before you. A couple of guards are stationed up here as they see you approach. Names for and reason of visit?
Surely we'll show the badge and say we've been sent by the Zorber Beasts. I'm Shaylee, this is Korak, Koto, Snow, Brig.
The Zorber Beasts. We were beginning to grow worried that you'd never come.
Well, so are we at some points. Time is kind of the essence. Can we just speak to the Baron?
Of course. My apologies. Please step on through. They open the front doors to the manor for you.
Have we been able to keep the I guess besides Lemieux, have we kept it the secret going? Well, secret, but the disguise going, or did we break at some point? I can't remember.
Which secret?
Of just that you were Zorber
Just being
Beasts.
Zorber Beast. I don't think besides Lemieux.
I think you've done it to other Zorber Beasts, though, so it wasn't that bad of a. You didn't use it on civilians for the sake of.
Yeah, that was the
it.
point. That's what I was making. Zorber Beast doesn't count, but
I think the only people we've ever really told are people that already knew, really. That
Yeah, we haven't
And then
revealed
there's
that to
these-
anybody other than here.
Yeah.
These guys are expecting us, and they're expecting Zorber Beasts or
Yeah.
something.
I was just wondering. We're goaded.
Were we allowed to use our badge for the people in this town? Is
They said once you get to Hellhands, you're good to.
We're effectively
Like,
Zorber Beast quotation marks.
Yeah, you're the sheriffs in town now.
Okay.
Holy shit.
Oh boy.
Let's go.
The sheriffs are fighting each other.
I have the powers. Random citizen, kill me.
Finally, we're being respected for what we are.
I mean, to be fair, we were with what's his name? He said, "No, we've heard about y'all."
Yeah, but I mean that was more like
yeah.
a superior saying, "Oh, you kids are crazy," than like actually.
You guys are fucked up.
Y'all just like that.
Y'all are wrong.
This generation's fucked.
As
What are they
you
feeding you kids?
as you step into the estate, which unfortunately I didn't finish the map for completely. I'm gonna finalize it another time, but as you enter, the flooring of it is a soft green carpet going throughout the entire ground floor of the manor, and in the center is a very striking piece, a taxidermy of what appears to be a giant lake monster in the center of the hold on, I can get an image actually. I can at least get that set up.
It's Korak, that sitting position of Korak.
Korak. Oh, we were gonna say Korak has been taxidermied in the middle of this room.
That's not our Korak.
Finally, peace.
He was replaced days ago.
You want to know where they got the word beast from? Zobber beast.
From Donovan.
From Korak. Yeah. I was gonna say Korak, but Donovan works too.
Or else I would have loved to get the image, but it appears my thing is down at the moment.
Just fumbling.
That's crazy.
I don't know why it's just down.
We're in hell hands, and bad things are happening outside of the game.
That's how
Yeah.
cursed it is.
I mean, theoretically, if we're going by stage rules, that means we're gonna be fine.
But for the main part, it appears to be just almost like a giant bass with razor sharp teeth jutting out of every corner. Inside, you see rows and rows of it, kind of like a shark setup, with additional what appear to be tentacles coming off its sides and a prominent fin in its back. The position it's been stuffed in, and it makes it seem like it's almost been fished out with a giant hook, like a giant fishing line. But instead of a hook, it's an anchor pierced through its lower mouth. And as you're looking over the piece, you hear a friendly greeting from the top of the stairs. Hello there. As a bugbear starts stepping down.
Oh,
There you go.
Oh my god.
No,
They're real.
Korak is the Baron of Hellhands. Oh,
That I'd be so pissed.
It's good to finally meet you all.
Thank you for being
Now,
so...
for a formal introduction.
put him down.
Oh, he's goaded.
Oh, he cute.
Wood.
A bugbear man, large tusks, brown hair neatly combed to the side, wearing very fine garments with what appear to be tree patterns going down across the red vest, and over him he has a nice brown coat with some gold trimmings around. As he's adjusting his gloves as he comes down. Finally, you're the Zobber Beast I've sent for, right?
In
Looks like
training.
It looks like it.
Looks like it.
I think we are. I don't know, man.
I don't know, man.
This is Shadow Hill, right?
I just work here.
I just
think
work here.
Shirley would,
We took
step
a wrong turn
forward
to
and-
hop skip.
So which one of you is the dragon? Or sorry, which one of you is the drake or wyvern?
Baron,
Shia looks
the
back to
piece-
Korak. Korak looks back to Brick. Looks back to Stone.
Baron,
that.
it appears as though there might have been some miscommunication. We have been sent by the Zobber Beasts, but we are recruits. However,
Yeah, he dies on the spot. Oh god!
Recruits! They sent recruits here!
Baron, in the 2 days that we've been traveling to get here, we have done more than the average recruit should.
Well, fantastic. I'm sure that'll look great on your resume. This, however, is a serious matter.
With all due respect, Baron, the more that we stand here arguing, the less time we have to be able to figure out what's going on and stop this from happening. So perhaps we can lay this to rest until after we've stopped your potential death?
Very well. So, where should we start?
I don't know.
And for the record,
Correct, break it.
you may refer to me
The-
as Baron Postbridge.
Of course.
Bridge.
We were informed that the body of Dr. Bubble Bobble was being held here in a boathouse? We would like to start to have an inspection there to see what caused the late doctor's demise and see if we can figure out glean some information from that.
Yes, at present the body's being kept in a abandoned boathouse in the Splasher docks. When it moved, I was going to store it with the other bodies in the medical section of Hellhands, but with the mysterious nature of the death, we were worried that putting him near other bodies would be dangerous.
One of your guards outside mentioned that there had been undead activity. Has that been solely from the crypt area, or has that been all over?
They've been popping up all around. It's been making things quite difficult for us to properly assess and investigate anything. I even have to call off some of my own guard duty just to make sure the people aren't being butchered in the streets.
Right. And how long's that been happening?
I'd to say ever since the unfortunate death of Dr. Bubble Bobble. That and the earthquakes, too.
You've had earthquakes?
Have we had earthquakes? Yes, we have. I felt this place shake pretty much every day since that murder.
For 3 days. Has anyone inspected the tomb?
At present, we're unable to. There's some form of ward blocking the door.
How about sealing it
boy.
shut then?
I take it that isn't your doing?
No, nothing of us.
Have you been able to
Right.
evaluate if it's druidic?
Don't believe so. But it carries with it a certain malice to it. I believe it's the work of some form of necromancy, though I'm not entirely sure what. I've been studying over the texts that the Zauberbeast have released regarding undead creatures, and I have a couple of theories, but you're the professionals, I think.
Let me guess, some sort of necromutation? Or what was the word? Yeah, necromutation. A mix of transmutation and necromancy.
I wouldn't say that. That was more so what was being said about Bubble Bobble's body.
We'll probably go and check it anyway, but are there any particular telltale effects the ward has when people try and interact with it? Or is it just blocking people out?
He looks a little bit dour as he speaks. One of my men went to investigate. When they attempt to open the door, their hand necrotized.
Great.
Oh.
They're currently recovering in medical at the moment, but it's severe. This isn't the work of a mere novice necromancer. This is powerful necromancy at play here.
Indeed.
Is when you try and open the door. Okay.
Kodo's gonna tug at Briggs' hip. Whatever clothes they're wearing.
Yes. What is it, little chicken?
The fuck?
Like a witch. Like a hag said that.
Hey, you rolled an 8. You believe Kodo.
I do.
Yeah. What is it, little chicken?
Maybe you can ask the Baron for some identification so we don't have to go through the we're recruits conversation with every single person we meet in this town.
I mean, you're part of the conversation as well.
No.
Yes.
Do it.
Oh, Kola here wonders if you might be able to give us something. Obviously, we have our own form of identification, but so that we don't get caught up having to explain our rank in all of it. If you have, like, I don't know, some kind of pass that we can give to people.
Pendant or something.
I can write a letter of introduction if needed. That should be enough. I'll give it to my seal.
Okay.
With that, he
Very well.
walks over, to out of the foyer. He doesn't say anything, but he's assuming you're gonna follow along as he heads into his study.
Yeah,
we
Shelley's
follow.
following.
He gets
Nah,
shot
we
in
all
there.
We all
He
stay here.
explodes instantly.
Yeah.
Well,
He turns the
mission.
corner and he's completely gone.
Beautiful morning. Yeah, he comes back around. He's as a skeleton. I think I've been killed, and then Lego flops.
I'm looking at Brig again.
Yeah.
It might also be good to get the letter of the threatening letter they received.
Because I'm assuming it said more than relinquish crown in 3 days, right? Or did it literally just say that?
You can find out.
I'll look at Brig.
But you can't just, like, you're working to become a Zova Beast too.
I want to take a back seat for a little bit.
nah.
Only for a little bit.
Parenting this chicken right now.
Yeah, we'll follow along.
Yeah, we're following.
After a bit, he sits at a table and starts writing
Sorry.
a letter of, oh my word.
Sorry. I had those rations earlier.
Are you sure you're Zova Beasts?
As
I don't want to
he-
hear shit from him.
As he writes out a letter of introduction, just going over your investigatory status here in Hell Hands, and then stamps it with his seal. A stamp enough should be enough to convince anyone to listen to you, but I've laid out your role here as well in it. He holds it out to whoever grabs it.
Shayla will grab it with a nod of thanks. While we're here, actually, Koto does bring up a very good point. Can we see that letter that you received?
Koda, she's eavesdropping. Kill her.
Well, I assume that, like,
I was
They
just
were
talking to
trying
Brig,
to
but like it
remember.
doesn't really matter.
She's eavesdropping. She's spying on you.
it's those
I was
elements.
really not talking loud, so he couldn't hear me.
Fucking druid.
Exactly.
With that, he reaches into a drawer on his desk and pulls out the letter, it being preserved in some form of envelope. As I found it, minus me opening the letter and looking at it.
Read.
Shayla will take it and have a look.
Yeah, what's written in the document I gave you is pretty much how it is written here.
Is there
Magic.
anything
How-
interesting about it specifically?
What's the vibe of the letter?
Yeah, like that was
Could you
going to
write
be
it
my
in
question.
cursive?
Like, what's the? I mean, I feel like Shaylee would pay attention to like how the letter is written, like the handwriting side of things, because you can kind of glean a lot from a person based on how they write something.
Yeah, pretty much all it says right now is relinquish the crown in 3 days, but if you want to get a bit more, you can roll me an insight.
Inside.
I would love to roll insight.
But if there's a different aspect of the letter you want to investigate, you let me know and I'll tell you what respective skill that
yeah,
would be.
I was gonna say that. Fortunately, just looking at like handwriting and stuff, I would be interested in things like, I guess, kind of like how it was received, but also just like superficial details, like kind of paper. If like the paper smells of anything, like if there is any like, just like identifying features about the letter that isn't in the message.
Do not barbarians.
You can
So am I?
you can give me perception then for that.
So I'm doing insight.
You're doing insight because
For
you're looking
handwriting.
into the handwriting.
I got a
Okay.
23.
Nice.
Did you say 93?
It's at 93.
23.
So 11 total then, Shaylee?
Yeah, for the handwriting.
Looking over the
Just having a
handwriting,
day.
the most you can make out is that despite the simple words put in, it's very short, it's very succinct, it's very direct. It appears that whoever wrote this had a clear, like these are the words I want to say and nothing else. There wasn't any desire to draw out or anything. But other than that, you can't really. There's not a whole lot more you can read into it.
So the handwriting's not like flowy or ornate or something. Because that when I say like the handwriting, that's kind of what I meant. Is it fancy almost?
Oh, then
is it?
that would just be like I thought you were trying to get the intent behind the way it was written, but if you wanted to, objectively just how it looks, it's neat but not formal.
Okay.
It does not appear to be like written by some haughty nobility or anything, nor does it seem to be written by some like gutter rat or something. It appears to be just written
Working class kind.
Yeah, written neat and tidy is about the only way I can describe it.
Okay. She'll hand it to Berg.
With what perception did you get?
I got a 23.
23. With a smell of it, there's a lingering scent of something on there. It smells.
Boy, don't.
What?
My brain just went, I swear to God, if he says, like, fishy but spicy, I'm gonna flip my shit.
No.
It was Vigil.
It's,
We already solved it.
It smells almost like old. It smells like the paper itself smells like dated, despite it not looking. It's like there's just like almost like a hint of like mold or something about it. It smells just very. It has the smell of old on it.
Musty.
Morgan.
Don't you fucking say that. I'll kill you.
Him and his mold.
No, I heard old.
Yeah, no, there was old too, but like.
It's just paper.
Yeah, it appears to be just simple parchment.
It doesn't look aged.
It does not look aged, no.
It doesn't look like skin, right?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying, in this campaign, we've already made one thing that like sews with skin. So I was it's not out of the question.
It's made out of druid skin.
Does the paper seem like normal? Just like in general, just like ordinary stock paper you would get?
Roll me an intelligence.
Oh, fucking.
Just base intelligence.
Fly intelligence? Fuck you. 20.
Nice.
Looking at it, it almost seems. It looks nicer than most paper that gets sold normally. Like it almost seems a bit like too pristine in it. Like the way that it looks and it's made, like it kind of. It's like oddly above, like commonly acquired paper.
Oh.
Like
no.
parchment?
High quality stock.
Yeah, I'd say like almost like a high-end parchment, like even more than you've ever seen.
Would it? Obviously, I'm not a wizard, but would it seem like the kind of thing that someone might use the kind of thing that you might use to do like spell work?
That you wouldn't be too knowledgeable on.
Fair
I would
enough.
say.
Synchronized hums.
Yeah, so I received that letter about two days ago now.
How did you receive it?
It appeared on my desk.
Just
It appeared?
Correct.
as in 1 minute it was there and then the next it.
No,
oh,
I
1
had
minute
been.
it was-
I had been out of my estate that night due to the incident at the Drowned Bolt and the fire. I had heard what was happening and wished to see it with my own eyes. I left the manor. None here as well. Anyone could have snuck in if they were able to get past the guards.
How many entrances are there into the estate?
Other than the front, not many. There is a back door, though getting there would require the scaling of the thumb. Rather difficult for most people. The main path that's used to get up here is the safest way. Anything else would be risking you falling and slipping, or perhaps sinking into loose part of the plant life. plenty of windows and things such as that, but in terms of for a normal intruder, they would have to go through the front.
And I assume that the guards have been debriefed and no one was away from their post or otherwise.
Nothing of the sort. They reported no strange oddities and nothing unexpected.
What about within their own ranks?
What do you mean?
They reported anything odd, but like as I said, there were no breaks in patrol. Nobody didn't see someone where they were supposed to be posted and things like that.
To my understanding, we only had one visitor, but it was an expected one. It was
May we ask whom?
Yes. It was one from the Bolton, actually. I have a courier send me some of their wine every couple of days.
When is the next delivery of wine?
I usually do it on a week basis, so in 3 days they would deliver it again.
Right, okay. And just to confirm, where is your daughter?
Not here at the moment. I had sent her away.
I presume accompanied.
Naturally.
Right. Okay.
I may as well ask, what can you actually tell us, I guess, that we wouldn't already know about your own supervision of the incident of the drowned Bolton?
Well, as for me, I unfortunately was not there when the incident occurred. When I got there, they had already managed to douse the flames. Luckily, I believe the guards received some sort of tip-off that there was a fire, and they hurried over immediately and were able to extinguish it fast.
Seems rather strange.
I agree as well.
Who was the guard that was tipped off? It might be worth speaking to them on the method of how they were alerted to the issue.
See, the patrol for that day, that would have been French's group.
French?
Yes.
French?
Daniel!
And
You're the
y'all.
creep of Helllands.
You're the creeper. Ah, shucks.
And whereabouts would French and their group be? Today.
He's currently guarding the drowned Bolton. They've made sure no one is going near the lodgings of the establishment, and keeping
Right.
an eye out for anyone to try and get near. Despite there being more pressing issues, I did want to preserve the scene as best I could.
It is greatly appreciated. Okay. Does anyone else have anything we should bring up? Any questions?
I mean, I have a few others. One thing we heard, Thomas, about that there was some kind of rebuilding effort happening for the drowned Bolton. Is that going on?
Yes, no, I believe, yes, a kind woman from Cryvale had brought over a couple of the, whittlers. They had planned to repair the area, but as kind as it is, I had told them to hold off, as I didn't wish for anything to be moved.
Mm-hmm.
They're currently staying at the, around the drowned Bolton. I have some lodgings I've arranged for them for their kindness, but, I imagine they're waiting around there until I give the alright.
So the fire, you mentioned other bodies. Was Bubble the only casualty from the fire?
Yes. The only casualty. So that wasn't him fracking up, that was my throat.
You're
dying.
broken about Bubble Bobble, I get it.
It's fucking 8 hours too early.
He was the only one found dead, yes. Everyone else is accounted for.
Okay.
Has
hang on.
anyone new come to town?
New in...
As in the night of the fire or the day that you received the letter? Has there been any word of anyone new?
Well, as of late, we haven't had a whole lot of traffic through here, given the bandit war in the north. Well, anyone who comes here is either arriving by boat or stepping through Cryvale. If they do stay here, I imagine they don't stay long and are on their way again.
And Cryvale, until recently, was an interesting excursion. Okay.
What do you mean?
Yeah, Snow's just shaking his head. No.
I think the best option moving forward would be for us to take a look at Bubble Bubble's body. That's far too many B's.
That Bubble's body's crazy.
Especially when you're trying to do a forced posh accent as
All
well.
blowing
So
baby
harsh.
bubbles
I-
will be beaten
Trust
sense.
me, my gods have had a bit of issue. People have turned to just referring to him as BB.
That's much easier, actually. Yes, so I think the best course of action would be for us to observe BB's body and then head to the drowned Bolton? Or should we split up and halve the workload?
We may want to split up.
Mhm.
I think I want to check out the body.
Well, as I said, you have my full support with anything, but I did want to ask regarding my own personal security details. What is the plan in that regard?
Good luck.
Well,
You're on your own.
my best guess would be to find the source of whatever is causing mayhem and plug the hole, as they say.
What?
I think I
The tomb. Just call it
the
the tomb.
intent.
Fucking hell.
I think our intent is to hopefully preemptively stop the attack, or if failing that, be here to stop it when it happens.
Hmm.
So if we can't figure out what's causing it, we'll be here at midnight.
I don't know why when you went, I thought you were gonna go, type shit.
You're stupid.
Type shit.
You're gonna let me die.
Good shit. Type shit.
Well, do you have any further questions from me, or are you just set off now?
Nah.
No.
Any lesser known entrance to the tomb, just in case?
As of right now, no. It's was built a bit into the ground, so any way that you could get down there would be rather difficult, without flooding the entire tomb as well.
Well, wouldn't that be a good thing, considering your undead's coming from there?
I don't know what the situation is down there, and if I can avoid it, I wouldn't want to cause extreme damages to the remains of my townspeople.
Actually, that is an interesting point. If the entrance to the tomb is inaccessible, how are the undead getting out?
That I would like to know myself.
Well, my best guess, because, it's a necrotic wall, so my guess would be they just walked through because they're immune to it.
Well, yeah, but the doors to the tomb are closed. And assuming there is a guard, assuming there is being watched, that shouldn't be possible.
No, yes, we have guards posted out front to make sure they don't emerge from the front, but we haven't seen any activity.
We go there, they're all dead.
They got
We haven't heard anything back.
tunnels beneath New York.
New York?
Anything
Right,
else
well-
further you need, though?
I think that's all. Thank you very much, Baron, for your assistance. We will be back before midnight to ensure your continued survival.
I'm not gonna make it through this session. I was trying to think of his name, and the one name that pulled. Yeah, pole trick. I don't even know what that.
Oh,
Pole
trick.
trick.
It's such a
That's a
good
stripper
name.
name. That's a stripper name.
Postbridge.
Postbridge. What the fuck? Where did pole trick come from? Postbridge. Alright.
As an understanding that there is a cleric watching over Bubble's body. You wouldn't know any more than they would regarding that, right?
They're the ones who have kept the body safe and have avoided anything happening to it. So, if you want to talk to them about the body, I would speak to Mr. Buckler.
Yeah, I'll direct my questions there then.
Well, losing daylight.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shayla will give him like a curtsy and leave.
Snow give him the middle finger and then runs away.
Fuck you, dude.
Like Hulk Hogan.
Snow gets executed.
Not Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold. Just hit him with the middle finger.
Boy.
Is it faster to jump off the thumb?
Yeah, in
water than...
Yeah, cool.
Like
Flavor
Minecraft,
is-
like as long as there's water below.
Yeah, I got a bucket. Yeah.
No.
Hey, shit ass.
But you guys make your way out. The guards see you out as you
We all fall
climb
the stairs.
down the thumb. So with that conversation and heading down, that's going to be about 10 minutes taken away. It is now 5 p.m.
Hooray.
Hey.
How many?
10 minutes.
10 minutes, you said?
10 minutes,
10.
yes.
Okay.
Well, I'm editing it a
They
bit.
install like a
And-
pulley system or some shit.
They don't have an elevator yet? Crazy.
Thank you, Truth.
Still. Grow up. Use the elevator.
They get like a pulley or something. They got physics in Saturnalis.
Yeah. They have
Do they?
magic in Saturnalis.
Maybe he likes to walk.
Maybe he should die then.
Yeah, he's a freak.
I guess the one thing is like no one can really sneak up on the estate.
You say that.
I'm saying no one, but
I mean, if they were a grung, they would be able to. It's fucking Glon again.
yeah.
She's doing side
That's
missions.
what I was thinking. I was like, if there's a fucking grung here, then instead
They're gonna be related.
I mean, anyone who can fly can do it, right?
Well, yeah, but I'm saying like benign enemies can't just like flank the house. Like they have to go up there.
Yeah.
You would see them coming.
No, they
Oh,
take the secret elevator that they made to get to the.
They're digging a hole through the
Yeah, they've been doing that underwater.
So, as you
Okay.
guys make your way back down, I imagine you're having a conversation as you go.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Are we? Yeah.
So are we splitting up or are we all going?
We don't have a lot of time, do we?
Yeah,
No.
I think people should check the jump button. People are good investigating. I personally want to check over the body.
I think
Um,
I'd like to view the body as well.
I guess I'll be the bolt. Go to the bolt, see what's going on there.
The what now? The
The
bolt.
Bolton. Yeah. He just said the bolt.
With the bolt of the tomb. Sorry.
Bolton. Let's
The
go.
Bolton. So the girl.
Girls and boys again.
Yeah.
Team girlies.
I
Chef
swear to
club.
God, if y'all have a Chef Club episode again, I might.
Oh,
just-
that's gonna
I
be
swear
a
to
Chef
God,
Club
it's
episode.
If Snow's getting
Motherfucker.
jumped again.
Motherfucker,
y'all
I'm
with me,
making-
I hope.
I'm making fucking sushi roll. I make fucking onigiri with this fucking seaweed.
I hope you roll bad and the shit tastes
So,
like ass.
I have a +8.
And
Just to
doesn't
make
stop
sure I understand. So they're going to
body.
the body.
We're going to the docks.
Going to the docks of the body. We're going to the burned down tavern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who's
And then-
taking the cart where?
That's a great question.
'Cause I mean,
Well,
'cause
I
you can
was-
you can ride the cart down to until the split off
To
point.
2.
Like, do we
Where
also
are
want to? Does
we
someone want to check out the
currently?
tomb?
Well, I kind of
I
wanted
don't think
to,
we
but
should split up that much.
Yeah, the tomb we should,
We should go
reconvene
all-
for.
yeah, because
Okay.
enemy territory, so might as well go all together there.
Okay, so
Yeah,
Spider
yeah.
Doctor said, okay, so if we head here, it's pretty about equidistant. So,
Well-
let's say, let's say the people go into the jump bot and take the cart, and then we walk to the docks.
Okay.
Shaylee will also probably suggest that there's like a check-in, just to make sure that no one's been jumped by undead again.
Yeah. Again. Yeah.
Again.
Yeah. Other people been jumped. I see.
Yeah, and she'll just go. I guess. Well, try and send a message if you need help, and we'll do the same.
Well, I guess we'll smoke signals. I don't know.
We'll figure it out.
know.
It can
We'll blow
scream
something
loud.
Ah!
Ah!
Start a fire. We're good at that.
We didn't start the
Perhaps.
fire.
I
Set
can
the rest of
probably,
the
I can
tavern on
probably make,
fire.
I can probably make a signal if need be.
Yeah. Well,
Please assemble.
Be careful, all 3 of you.
Good luck.
good luck.
We just turned around and immediately we're getting jumped.
Instant arrow through the fucking throat.
That's why I keep
Uh,
hearing Drew.
In that case, everyone take away 14 minutes.
Oh.
I completed my edit.
Your edit. Hold on.
I'm gooning.
Oh, that's a really good one.
Yeah, that was a good. I keep on hearing druidic.
They're also in front of him too.
Yeah. He doesn't know that. Yeah.
Someone's breaking it.
How did you do the hell hands part? That was really good.
How much were you getting again?
14 minutes.
14.
Oh, of course.
Minutes. I'm going to shit myself.
With that, we'll start with Shaylee and Brig.
Oh, thank God.
As you walk through the docks, you see the area is almost eerily empty. You imagine this place has a lot of life and people coming in and out, but as of right now, all you see are the fog of the central lake and
Oh,
the
shit, it's gonna
looming
blow out.
forms of the thumbs and fingers of the creeping hands looming over the docks. As you walk through, though, you do see a station of guards patrolling through. A couple of them hanging around one building in particular, over here.
I guess that's where we're going.
Certainly, looks like it. Yeah.
As you walk
Yeah.
through, a couple of guards give you some looks. You're able to present the letter, and they let you be on your way. As you approach the two of them, similarly, you can present the letter and inform them of who you are, and they will let you into the cabin, where it is quite the scene inside. As you see Bubble Bottle's body, his ashen skin sat upright in a chair.
Oh.
The body looking
Right.
fresh. Put these down for.
Carlos switches map and it's fucking like a live camera feed of some guy he's got tied up in a room.
Oh god, he's massive.
Oh my
Oh
god.
god, oh no!
He's so huge.
Bob boy.
Who's clicking a lot?
Oh, he's gone. There we go.
No,
Clicking a lot.
no.
Might be me.
By the body, like it's essentially just a perfectly preserved corpse, almost in a stasis. And next to them you see a hooded figure, a mask over their face depicting some form of tree. Them searching over the body. A couple of the guards, they see him working, but don't really interrupt until you guys all enter. As he turns, he looks towards the two of you. Can I help you? Either of you?
I hope so.
Are you Cleric Buckler?
That would be I, yes.
We're here to... We've been sent to stop the attempted assassination on the Baron. We figured that having a look at the Professor's body might glean some further information on what we could potentially expect.
Do you believe the two to be connected?
During our travels to Hellhands, there have been a lot of coincidences which separately could have just been that, but as a whole don't seem so coincidental.
Well, I'm more than happy to lend a hand. Do you have any questions for me, or do you want to investigate the body yourself?
We'll want to look it over ourselves, but I guess just what are your preliminary thoughts?
From a basic look over from the body, he appears to have been drained of his blood. Skin itself has taken on a bit of an ashy texture. There's some minor fire damage done around him, but nothing... not as much as he should have gotten. But have you seen the scene yet?
Not yet.
No, not yet.
We've another party going to investigate the scene.
If you were to go there, you'd see that there's a bit of a ring in the room that Bubble Bobble was staying at, a place of untouched by the fires. They found Bubble Bobble in the middle of it.
So he was left to be found?
Yeah, and he was soaking wet when they found him too.
Is it possible that the wetness was from dousing the fire?
Doubtful. He was in the middle of the room. I don't think the buckets would have reached that far. Not to mention, the inside of his mouth was completely filled to the brim with sludgy water. From the look of it, it looked like he drowned. He had minor markings by his neck, as if he were trying to scratch at it.
Were you able to identify this sludgy water, presumably from the rivers? Would that be consistent with the rest of the water he was covered in?
Bit hard to tell. The water itself seemed to be from the lake, but in it, I believe it was mixed with blood. Gave it this muddy quality to it.
From our understanding and things we've heard, the draining of the blood seemed to potentially line up with symptoms of a slithering tracker attack. I don't know if that's something you're aware of or could weigh in on.
My apologies, I'm not very familiar in the manner of beasts and such. If you say that's the case, then I believe you. I was quite worried that it might have been... It kind of gets a bit hushed. Paused.
No, I would doubt it.
Well, you're the Zalbard beast, so if anyone wants to make the executive decision, it's you.
Has anyone confirmed what the doctor ate or drank before this occurred?
If they have, they haven't shared it with me. When I took a look around him, I haven't done a full look into his body. I wanted to leave it as it was for now. But, I don't... At the very least, we didn't find anything in the room, though it may have been burnt away.
Okay, I guess Shaylee's gonna investigate the body.
Yeah. As you approach it, it's sort of creepy, almost like you're walking up to like a wax statue or something. Like it seems it's weird to acknowledge that this was alive at some point. It seems almost like lifelike, like a doll now. So
Okay.
yeah, I guess how are you investigating?
I guess she's gonna like confirm what the cleric has said, but also kind of like check his palms, check his clothes to see if there's anything that's like hidden in pockets or sewn in, or if there's any like markings or strange symbols and stuff like that. She's essentially trying to see whether or not this could be magical, but she can't cast detect magic on it because it's being preserved, she presumes, by magic.
Yeah. In that case, roll me just an investigation then. What about you, Brig?
I
Oh,
since it is
fuck.
kind of you're better. It is like that is kind of my specialty, doing just off like a full physical, looking over
Okay,
wounds,
medical.
methods of shit. Before I do that, I'm going to cast Enhance Ability on myself.
Ooh.
For wisdom.
Nat 20, let's go.
You.
He's a short motherfucker and nobody likes him.
Oh, so I want to make sure when you guys leveled up, you didn't like fully heal and give all your spell slots back yet, right?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay, just want to make sure for that.
I mean, Shay was full health anyway, but
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't think any of
Yeah,
us have actually taken damage.
Yeah, that health-wise should be fine. I just meant like if you've cast spells, then you're not getting
Yeah.
the ones you've already casted back. Is what I mean.
Yeah.
That is numbers 23.
23. All right. To start with Shaylee. So as you look over the body, a lot of what was said appears to be right. The flaky skin, the seemingly drained of blood, the scratches on the neck, and even most disturbingly around the mouth, you do see what appears to be almost little bits of like water pooled around the bottom of the jaw, though it doesn't seem as filled as the report made it out to be. As for Brig, looking around, you manage to find a couple of interesting spots. On his nails, you find blood and skin underneath, lining up with the scratch marks by his neck, more than likely self-inflicted as they were suffocating. Minor burns around the outer parts of the clothing. And no real presence of any other wounds on them, other than the ones described to you.
Is there any way this would let me know all the blood was removed from his body?
From this perspective, no, I would say.
What about from mine with my nat 20 plus 6?
I would say not as the body is right now.
Okay. So he's not got like any aside from the scratches, he's got no other markings on him. There's no symbols on his clothes or anything weird in his pockets that would be like, why would he need this?
Not on his person, no. He's surprisingly bare of anything.
Okay, I don't trust like that. Does it seem as though the water could have just been poured out from them moving the body?
That's a possibility, yeah.
Is there any sign of... Because it was said that the water in the mouth was mixed with blood. Is there any way of knowing where that blood came from?
As of now, no, not at the moment.
Oh, I hate that I'm gonna do this. I think Shaylee's going to like tip the body, like move the body so it's laying face down on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
And she's gonna fucking hate that she's doing this, but she's gonna check the back of him as well, I guess.
How so? Like,
So she's going to be checking the back of his head to see if he's got any wounds there, to see like the back of his neck to
I
see
see.
if there's
Okay.
anything.
No, I see.
Just go and CSI on this bitch.
Looking, with that your roll you got before, looking a bit closer, you notice there are some marks that Buckler hadn't mentioned. There appears to be on the back of the neck some, like, as if there was like a pressure put on the back of his head. As if like something was holding his head in place with an extreme grip.
Is it just one section, or does it look as though it could be like a hand?
Yeah, almost as if like a palm dug into like the back of his hair.
Okay. Interesting. How big is that mark? Is it like for using Shaylee's own hands to kind of scale?
Probably a bit bigger than yours.
A fair bit or a little bit?
A fair bit. I mean, comparatively to a gnome, it was a pretty large hand that was gripping the back of his hair.
Well, yeah, she doesn't think that he fucking drowned himself. Imagine holding the back of your head to drown yourself. Wild. Okay. I guess with that knowledge, then she's gonna check his shoes. The bottoms of his shoes.
Popping those off. You find in the left shoe what appears to be a little dagger. Seems newly bought. Not any stains or anything, or sign of dirt or anything of the sort on them. Just almost like a pristine dagger in the boot.
Is there like the soles of his shoes, are they like muddy or relatively clean?
The bottom
or...
of his shoes are very muddy, but this is a very muddy town.
Right. But if he was inside, that should have...
I mean, I guess it should be... There are traces of mud on his boots, but
Okay.
it's not like they're caked in it, like it's completely filthy.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, Shaylee will relay all this to Brig. Or rather, like, as she's discovering it, she'll just kind of point it out, I guess. And, it almost seems as if he was held underwater.
Right. Okay.
And I don't want to assume, but there was a dagger in his shoe, and the fact that that was not drawn says that either he knew his attacker or he wasn't able to attack back, but his hands weren't bound because he was scratching at his neck. So why did he go for his neck and not the dagger if someone's holding him?
I mean, he wasn't able to go for it. Or yes, rather, he wasn't able to reach.
How are his knees looking?
Show his knees.
Hey, yo.
Whose dick's he been sucking?
Do you want to start just like taking the clothes off and stuff?
No,
I'm
so
ready.
she's kind of she's gonna like see whether or not there's any discoloration on the knees to say that maybe he was kneeling in mud or something, or if it looks a little dustier than the rest of him or anything like that.
I would say generally for the clothes, it's kind of hard to tell as there is almost like ash caked over it. The clothing at this point, a lot of ash has seeped into it because one, he was wet and a building burned around him. So it's like he's kind of generally filthy right now.
Right.
I'll remove his clothes.
Okay. Brig will let him do that. Shaylee will let Brig do that. Fuck me.
Do you need help with that?
No, it's, we've
I mean, if you want
got
to.
it.
He will nod his head and let you work as you strip the clothing from.
Let's be careful with it. I'll put it in like a way that it is not. I'll leave it in the mud.
Well, I imagine we're inside, right?
It's abandoned, so I don't know what the state of this place is.
Mm.
As you take off the clothing, there's a mark that's made very apparent around his around his waist, as almost like a rectangular shape, an indent of it pushed into his side, as if something was situated there.
Something?
Something rectangular was situated there, yeah.
How do you mean situated? As in, like, he carried it with him, or like it was pressed?
Almost like it was being pressed to his person, some rectangular-like object by his midsection. Or not midsection, by his waist.
Like, how large is this?
Comparatively to him, about like I'd say like it goes about from his waist up to a little bit above where his belly button would be. So I'd say like maybe like 5 inches of the rectangle.
By way of like indentation in terms of like how much it would indent the skin based on it, is it to tell whether it was like held against him while he was upright, or if like he was on his side and it was being like with gravity down onto him?
Oh, in that case, give me medical.
Can I help her?
I don't need help.
Not for this, no.
Okay.
22.
Hell
22.
yeah.
Looking at it, no, it seemed to, like, though there's a mark there, it doesn't seem to be one of extreme force or tightness. It seems to just be, it was there for a long while, and by it being there, it left a mark, but it itself appeared to have been something that was upright, not something forced down with the power of gravity.
Is it only on one side?
Only on one side, yes.
So it's 5 inches high, right?
About, yeah.
And how wide is it?
I'd say it's about, oh, my dog. It's about... What would it be? There we go. It would be about, like, 7 inches.
Wide?
Yes.
And that entire impression is... Oh, does it go all the way around?
His body, no, just in that one spot.
How wide is this man?
He's not that wide.
Not that big.
Perhaps
Okay.
something was hidden?
And is it the only New revelation?
From his body, yeah, that appears to be. Other than just more confirming the flaky skin and the pale look to him now.
I think Shaylee's going to turn her attention to the cleric and just go, was anything removed from the doctor?
No, I've left him exactly as we found him.
No one took any personal effects off him or anything like that from what you're aware?
If they did, it would have been before I got there.
Okay. The guards outside, do you know if they were the ones who actually found the doctor?
No, that'd be the ones that are at the Bolton right now.
Okay.
Do you know if there's been any kind of report compiled at all about the doctor's movements prior to the fire?
That would not be my area of expertise, no. I'm just making sure the body's alright. As for... There was a little bit of a celebration with his arrival, at least. When he arrived at the Bolton, everyone was drinking, having a good time. Happy to see him, as he's a little bit of a star around here, as you no doubt know.
Was that the same night as the fire?
This all happened the same day he arrived here.
I guess, asking it, you say a long time. There's no way to determine at least a minimum amount of time it would take for this indent, for like impression to be created.
Not specifically, no.
It takes a good few months. A few weeks of something being in that same position.
You would assume. So it might be something that he carried on him inside his coat, maybe?
Mm.
But if he didn't have it on him... That's a question. Do his clothes have, like specifically the clothes you wear around that area, is there any like a space where something of that size could be kept?
With the clothes you took off, yeah, there's a bit of a, like a little... What's the best way to describe it? Like a holster on his belt?
Mm.
Like a little thing for something to be, like, kept under his clothes.
He was an alchemist. Could have been a spell book.
It could have been any
It also
number
could have
of
been
things.
like his formula.
We've
It would be
already...
weird for him to keep that on him, but
Well, no, not really, because we've already seen what happens when people leave their formula lying around.
well, his formula is. Well, remind me because this has been a long time. His formula is like registered with something, right?
Yeah. No, that is the kingdom's go-to formula for health potion production.
It would be weird for him to have that on him, since that is.
Aye, but he could be working on other formulas. I don't think he's a one and done kind of guy.
No, I suppose not. But we'll call it a receptacle or a book of some kind.
Either way, I don't know about you, but I think we might be done here. We should head to the tavern.
Probably, yeah.
One last thing, actually. How are his eyes looking?
His eyes would be wide open, as I meant. They are like fucking fully opened, full of fear.
Okay. So his lips are blue, tinged blue, purple. The whites of his eyes, are they like still pretty white, or are they like bloodshot almost?
They're still I'd say they're white right now.
Right.
in
Okay.
fear. It means he wasn't enchanted.
I'm less in. It's strange. He's got this mark on the back of his head to say, which gives the inclination that someone held him with quite some force. But so when Brig took his clothes off, his knees aren't bruised. Wow, his knees aren't bruised at all.
They don't appear so, no.
Okay, and there's no like strange scuff marks on his hands. It's just the like blood and skin under his nails.
Yep.
Okay. And he's got no marks on the front of his head that would signify he's been like slammed against something.
I unfortunately don't have another thought.
Well, did you get everything you needed then?
For the moment, I think we have. Thank you for what you've done so far, Cleric. I think it would be best if we ask if you could continue to keep the doctor contained, I guess.
I can do that. I'll keep him here until we're ready to make the funeral arrangements and send him back on his way to Amenti.
I presume that they've redressed the body as well.
If you don't, he will.
Laid him butt-ass naked on the floor.
If you don't get, you don't got time for that. It's up to you.
Well,
That's
Yeah,
true.
no.
I have a slight question. We briefly discussed it. What magic are you using to preserve the body?
It's a technique that is known amongst brothers in the underneath the founder Nos. It's one of preservation. It's the best way to describe it would be almost like a chronomancy. Preserves the moment in time.
Interesting.
I think we should attempt a detect magic. I'm just wondering, since we talked about whether or not that would affect it.
Well, I've already cast it over it, so whether I stop now or not, you'd have to wait a day and a half to get to have a reading that wouldn't include my own. And for the most part, I believe that detect magic dissipates after a day or two.
It's 10 minutes.
No, I mean to the traces of magic on a body.
Oh, yeah.
My curiosity was whether or not your freezing in a moment of time would retain those traces.
Yeah, I guess that would be a novel idea. If you'd like to, there would be a detection on it, but
I just don't necessarily know how effective the reading would be by your spell.
Do you know how your spell looks on Detect Magic?
I do. It appears as necromancy.
That's rough.
It's up to you, Brig. Your call. I can cast it if you think we might get something, or I can hold on to it. I'm relatively low on slots.
It would probably need to take you 10 minutes to cast it, right?
Concentration up to 10 minutes. It doesn't have.
No,
a
I mean,
casting time?
to not use a spell slot, ritual cast.
Yeah, if you're
it.
ritual casting, it will.
Oh fuck yeah, ritual casting. I forgot that I have that. Is it on my ritual casting thing? It is not on my ritual caster.
Is it not?
It is not.
Okay, well, wow, never mind then.
Oh, but I do have detect poison and disease.
Do we want to spend 10 minutes to do that?
Oh.
Of done it once over on the body already. So, as far as I'm aware, there weren't any poisons or, I guess, natural diseases done to the body.
You said natural diseases. Does it? You detect something that wasn't natural?
No, I didn't mean to mislead you. I didn't detect nothing at all on him. In that regard,
Right,
at least.
So it potentially is fully magical in attack or fully physical.
The main thing the Magic would do would just show us anywhere in particular where necromutation was involved. But that's... I don't know if that's worthwhile, and I don't know if that's worth you expending your spells.
Regarding the traces I did detect, as I mentioned before, they were littering the, I believed it was over the body at first, but upon a closer examination, it appears to be specifically the water coating the body.
The water coating the body has traces of necromutation?
Yes. I was under the impression that the body itself was the cause of the necromutation, but it appears to be that of the liquid covering them.
Does that
And we're
include...
certain.
No, go
Go on.
on. No, okay. Does that include the water that was in his mouth?
That's where it was most concentrated.
And we're certain that it's water and not a slime of some kind.
If it were news, I'd imagine it would have flashed out at me already. Unless you want to reach your hand in and find out, I'm under the impression that it's all fine.
Oh, why would you say that? Why would you say that? Because now the ADHD,
Where are we reaching in?
His
the
mouth.
intrusive
Oh,
thought.
into his mouth? Is the water
mouth.
still in his mouth?
A little bit of it pooled in the jaw, but a lot of it, like, at least it made it seem like a lot of it was in it when he was found, but now there doesn't seem to be as much.
Fuck, yeah, Shaylee's gonna do that. She's putting her hands in his mouth and contemplating everything she's
The
ever
cleric
done
gets
in her
up from
life.
his seat and he's just kind of just. And well, if it
Go
bites
on.
you, I'm right here, alright?
What?
I don't know what the hell's gonna happen.
Give me a hot
Are you sure
second.
you want to do it? Because I can do it if you want.
What she's going to do is she's going to get her dagger. She's going to use the hilt of it, like the hilt, and kind of like put that on the bottom of the jaw. So if it does clamp down, she's not losing her fucking fingies.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can hold the jaw open if you want.
Yeah, but then you might lose your fingies if you lose that. I know it's highly unlikely.
I
but
mean,
if
just sort
you
of
miss
like,
a dex,
I'll grab
strength.
him from the top and from the bottom,
Rip his
and I'll just sort of
fucking head
hold
off.
him open. Yeah, I hope you don't mind, Cleric Buckler. We're going to be taking Bubbleball's head with us.
I was thinking that earlier, that you're gonna rip his head off.
I could just sort of hold it open if you want to go for it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, she'll do that.
You said,
Nice,
"I'm
good,
alive."
nice, good of you.
Sticking her fingers in, going, please don't move, please don't move.
As you stick it in,
Hold that.
you reach around, like I mentioned before, there's sort of some water that collected on the bottom of the jaw. As you sort of feel into it, it is that sort of that muddy, thick texture. A disgusting, just kind of thick goo in there at this point. I'd say it's more liquid than solid, but it's still like, it's got a little bit of give to it that is making it particularly nasty to swirl your fingers around in.
Okay.
It hasn't
And I
eaten
guess
you,
she's-
which is a good sign.
I guess what she's gonna do then, while she's got her hands in his fucking mouth, is maybe like kind of check the back of his throat as
Mhm.
well. Since she's, in the area.
All right, give me a sleight of hand.
Fuck off, Carlos.
You're the one who wanted to do this.
Hey, but think about it. You have my hair, which is brightening the interior of the mouth.
Yeah.
So at least you can
You
see.
You want to examine the body.
You did want to examine
A
the body.
waterlogged body.
Is there? She's already made the roll, but is there any way I can give her some help? Where I'm fucking.
Not for
fucking
this
no.
is her doing her own thing. What'd you get?
13.
You slowly, your hand goes further back into.
No, she's not touching it. She's like depressing the tongue and looking it. What the fuck? She's not sticking her entire hand.
That's what I
down
thought
his
you were doing.
fucking
That's what I
throat.
thought you were doing.
What? Why would she do
Are
that?
you crazy? I just want to touch his
Oh yeah.
tongue.
Oh, sorry. That would have been. Shaylee's not one to make crazy decisions and search things. My apologies.
Arlos, we're gonna see how far down we can get.
19 inches of Shaylee.
19 inches of Shaylee.
She just climbs in
Yeah.
and waves.
So what
him.
are you feeling around for then?
So she's not feeling around necessarily. Like she's kind of like she's using her hand to make sure that the tongue is kind of out of the way,
Mhm.
and like pressed down at the bottom of the throat because she assumes that now that it's a corpse, it's gonna be moving a lot more because completely relaxed and all that.
Yeah.
And she's gonna be like trying to look at the back of the throat to see if there's anything like any residue or if it looks like it's red and inflamed
Okay.
or
and
if
my
it's...
apologies. In that case, do perception instead. I was under the impression that you were fucking sticking your hand down his throat. So.
No. God, no.
Go on, get right down there. Let's see if we can
21.
reach
There
the
we go.
intestines.
21. As you move the tongue aside, getting a better look inside the mouth, you do notice something. In the back of the throat, you notice what appears to be, it's very faint, but some form of green glow.
Oh,
Little-
fuck off.
Little bit of a green glow in from the
Oh.
back of the throat.
It's a crab.
Now
Is
what
it
would you
a
like to do?
hag's thing?
No.
How far down?
From the look of the light, it looks like it's about like halfway down the throat.
I guess
Very
she's
faint
gonna...
light.
I
Kitty.
guess she's gonna try... She's not sticking her hand down his throat.
No, don't stick it down his throat. Punch it through the back of his skull.
We can
What-
do.
what
We
do
can
you
do a
think Shaylee's
field
strength is?
autopsy.
Enough.
Or we can just cut it out of him. You don't
Well,
have to be
But
going
that's
down the throat.
desecration of a body. Like,
No, it's
she
not.
doesn't-
No, who gives a
Shaylee
fuck? We're
doesn't wanna
zombie
do
beasts.
that.
Just pick up his legs and start shaking him for his lunch money.
Beat him like a
think
Start ripping
pinata.
them apart.
I think what she's gonna do is like kind of try to feel on his throat to see if she can find that. Like, so she's got one hand kind of like holding the tongue down,
Mhm.
and then the other hand is like like feeling his throat to
Yeah, as you
see if she can...
feel around on the outside of the throat, what you believe to have been just bloating due to the drowning, you feel it's a bit more solid around the middle of the throat. The feel of it is almost like spherical from what you can feel.
She's gonna like try and find the bottom of it and just gently like try and push to like move it upwards.
Now I'll need a sleight of hand.
Okay.
If you fail this, we're cutting it out of him.
Okay.
I'm just letting you guys know,
19.
Korak was there.
Okay.
His whole arm would be down there.
Okay.
His ears.
Armed and
Korak would have just torn the guy in half at this point.
yeah.
Fucking yeah.
Like Captain America did to that
Again!
log.
Again!
Yeah, that is a
Again!
19.
With a sickening squelch, you begin to massage the object up Bubble Bobble's throat. Just the sounds of a body just making just squelching its way up until it gets to the top where you can see a little bit better. It appears to be some glowing green orb of some sort. As it makes its way out a bit more, it looks like a tempo. Not a
she's
small one
gonna
either. It looks quite large.
she's gonna use like a what's he got? What clothes did he have on? She's gonna use the scarf that he had on to like or on her hand to take it out. She doesn't want to physically touch it in case it's something bad. I know, she's had her fucking fingers in this dead guy's mouth, like.
No. I saw like I was clicked off of Discord, and this was this was the image.
Fuck's sake.
This is the images I saw.
This is what I'm imagining we're doing to this guy.
Yeah, that's Staley shaking her hand though. She's not doing.
With that, you manage to just barely.
I'm gonna need a sleight of hand check.
With- with a sickening, it does come out of the throat as you are holding a green tempo in your hands. It covered in this just thick,
Interesting.
blood-stained
Hmm.
water.
Excellent. Like the
Yeah, well, you have it. Oh, hello, am I breaking up? Hold on, I appear to be lagging my ass out.
like how does it proper cult?
Doesn't look like. Oh Jesus, my ping
there is
went
connection
up
or something?
like 5
Oh,
seconds
the
per
ping is-
second.
Yeah, I believe this was dying.
Well, that's not good.
Holy
folks.
shit!
Oh, we're back. We're
I
back.
thought that was
Jesus
just
Christ.
me.
Yep,
I
we're
thought
back.
it was me for a second as
Okay.
well. Fuck.
Alright, we
Yeah.
fine? We
We're
okay?
here.
Yeah, I think we all hit a very high ping for a
We
second.
did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
saw I was at 5,000 ping. I'm like, what? And then that's why I
Yeah.
left and tried to come back. And then I hear
I
Carlos on
was,
stream. I think I'm lagging a bit.
I think it's Jover.
We had the biggest lag spike ever that we shot up to like 9 viewers. What happened?
We're back. I don't know what Chili was in. I was asking him like how it compares to other tempos from other
Yeah, that's
cultures we've
exactly
seen.
what I was kind of
okay,
asking
cool.
as well.
We're still back.
Compared to the ones you have, this doesn't seem like the normal type, though you have seen this form of tempo before.
Was it in the fucking dude, the hot
Is
guy who turned into a demon man?
Or is it like the one we got from Cricket?
This appears more. This appears to be concentrated druid time.
Oh, it's time. Uh-huh.
Why would the doctor?
And when you say concentrated,
This has an amount of druid time on it.
is there a way to like at
Here-
what point of time would it be
We need a
considered
druid to-
concentrated?
Concentrated was just a flavor, where there wasn't really a specific meaning I had for that. But I was saying just more that this is a tempo of druid time.
Okay.
Why would the doctor have druid a tempo of druid time? Wait, a druid time tempo in his throat.
That's a great question. No idea. I don't even know how you would get it in there. Was it I don't know if this would be a medicine check. Was it in a place that would be lethal? Were it in a live person?
Yes,
Okay,
that was pretty much jamming the whole throat.
gotcha.
Are
This was
tempos
probably-
bigger and smaller based on how much time is within them? Like, is an hour one bigger than a... Minute
Yes, but that depends on which. Like, for instance, it's kind of like a compression thing with like a zip file. Like, you can shoot. Like, it's like if you handed someone $100 in pennies versus a $100 bill, kind of thing. Like, you can make it in a more efficient size.
Okay.
Like in,
The
for instance,
merchant.
like you have days, 10 minutes, and then minutes. But if you wanted to, like, you can, like, a tempo can grow large if you keep filling it with time.
So you're telling me I can give like 60 tempos, like an hour of time. I can make
Yeah,
like
what's the
one
merchant
tempo.
gonna do when I fucking pull out 1,000,000 marbles of single seconds and fucking throw them at
Yeah,
him like
yeah, don't
grape
get me-
shot?
Don't get me started if it's like a whole day.
You're telling me we could have used these as weapons the entire time?
Yeah, who needs to buy the bag of 1,000 ball bearings? I could just pull them out of my arm.
And then with
eat the-
well, like they have versions that are like meant for each like big time. So like for instance, like you
Big
can
time.
you have seconds, you have minutes, you have days, you have hours, days, weeks, months, and then year. Like the main thing is if you keep like if you had like a minute tempo and you kept adding minutes to that instead of making like a proper minute tempo for it, it will get bigger. So someone has gone out of their way to make this an uncompressed tempo, essentially, of however much time is in there.
Zip bomb.
It's
Well-
possible that this was this. I was like, this is just speculation. That would be an interesting way to kill somebody if you put a tempo in their throat and then increased it in size.
We would
Potentially, it's a
explain
torture
that.
method.
Aye, and it would explain why there's that mark on the back of his head. You'd hold the head back, shove it down the throat, and add time to it.
Potentially, yeah. And then any additional effect would just be to make it look like drowning rather than
I-
what actually happened.
I mean, it's very possible that the drowning aspect was him trying to get the tempo out of his throat. The body will naturally try to expel something that's in your throat. That's why we cough and stuff like that. So cough too much and you end up trying to throw up instead, and
For Buckler, was there ever a determination ever able to be made whether there was water in his lungs?
No, as I mentioned, I haven't done a full autopsy for him.
do you
Can
want
I
to do
make-
CPR
yeah, I
on him?
was gonna say, can I make an attempt to do that? Like
You do
massage the chest
CPR?
to get the water out? I've probably done CPR on a bunch of people, so
By all means, if it helps your investigation, yeah.
this
Can
would be asking
Shaylee help her?
mechanically.
Yeah, if you're all good enough medical. I would say
Oh,
this
I
is
like
something
medical.
that Shaylee can
Medical.
assist with, yeah.
Sick. She's
They
gonna
both just
help.
drop an elbow on fucking...
Well, I guess my question is, what would the what does that mean, assistance? Because I do already have advantage on this.
Oh, then just isn't it just
Oh, then...
plus? Oh, my proficiency is now 3. Sick.
Yes, you'd add a proficiency bonus to it.
Oh, I get to add your proficiency as well?
Awesome.
Awesome.
Be so awesome.
That's a good thing. So that would be. So my thing is 8. Assuming I add the 3 from Shirley, that would make it a
Yeah.
20.
With
20?
your medical skill, you managed to just be work in the upper body, trying to make it now that the blockage is gone, you're able to try and see if you can squeeze up anything else, but nothing else comes out.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. He was not drowned.
So he suffocated.
Yeah, this was probably the tempo was probably what killed him.
Hmm. Now the question is, how much time is on this temple, and there's only one person we know of with the ability to.
I mean, we could find out if we wanted to.
Can we?
Yeah, we could just take it in.
Are we able to like separate if we absorb it? Are we
Yes,
able to separate?
you were
Okay.
able to know how much time came from where. You were able to separate that.
My only worry would be if there's anything else in there. That's not something we'd be able to tell, right? If
Not with your knowledge, no.
Okay.
Shaylee's just gonna kind of like give Brig a look.
Let's
and a
hold off
smile.
for now.
It's like, are you sure?
For a moment, we're not gonna lose anything by not finding out how much time is in it right this second.
All right. I'll put it in my bag. And yeah, I think she'll perhaps keep it wrapped in the scarf that the doctor was wearing,
Alright.
because she's used that to hold it. So she's wrapped it in the scarf and kind of put that in her bag.
That's right, Bubble. We're robbing your scarf. Get fucked.
It's not like you're gonna
How it
need
sounds?
Now
Every
I-
back my scarf!
it.
Please!
He's been dead for 3 days.
Water!
It's a miracle he sounds like anything.
Right. Now we should head back to the boys.
We're dead.
Yeah. Because this means we're looking for a druid, theoretically.
Potentially.
Or at the very least, somebody who has a lot of druidic time.
It's Kodo!
Yeah, Kodo, why'd you kill this guy?
Like it at the beginning when we guessed it. Went back when there was a path to Toberg, he cleared the path, wiped everyone's memory of it, and...
Owl.
Ow.
Why would you do this, Owl?
Anyway, let me cut it over to the boys over at the Drowned Bolton.
Oh, this looks fun.
The boys on their depressed walk. This
Boys in the Drowned Bolton, they're always hard.
Yeah. Well, you don't have a sad walk. You have the cart.
Well, sad and drive, anyway.
As you approach the Drowned Bolton, the outside of it, you see it's kind of more like two buildings. To the far left, there's like a giant windmill. Connected to the central bar to the left, there is a smaller house. You assume that's where all the rooms are kept. And then there's the central building, which is the bar, and what appears to be even an outdoor bar in the back that's in front of the lake.
Is there...
As you approach, there's a bunch of guards around the lodging side of it, as the side of it facing the road is pretty much destroyed. There's burn marks everywhere, collapsed wood and burnt furniture covering that side.
Well, where do you want to start? You want to start with the building? Well, I mean, yeah, I guess he would... Are we all sitting in the front, or are y'all in the carriage side, Yellowback? Or does it not
That's a
matter?
good question. I don't think we just get when we get there.
Okay.
So we have I guess we should start the building first, right?
The
Our building.
Yeah. All right. Wait, who had the paper?
Gulp.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
We'll
You
just
gotta
show
believe
our
us.
back.
We're Barbies.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'm a druid.
Don't worry, I'm a druid. Oh, okay.
Look, if you want to go to the burn part first, I'll take a step.
Take us to the burning shop.
But so what's the other? There's a non-burnt part. There's a burnt part, or is the other
Yeah,
part of the?
there's two buildings. To the left, there's that's where all the rooming is, and then the central building is where the bar is. Like on this
okay.
map over here is like how you would enter the bar.
Okay. So are we entering from there?
That's
Are
what, that's what I'm asking. What are you doing?
Oh, okay.
I
You
thought
keep
we were
saying-
just walking towards the.
Are you going into the
debris.
establishment first, or are you going to the crime scene first? Would be
Oh, okay, then we probably should go establishment and then.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I'll be right next to this guy when we come back.
Tiny.
Holy shit.
Oh, it's like active still. I thought everyone would be like out of here because it'll burn down. I guess that
That's
makes
a fuck. People need a drink.
sense. No, is this the only bar in town?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that makes sense. Never mind. Carry
Also,
on.
they did say that only part of it was burned, right?
Yeah, just
Yeah,
the
only
lodgings part.
We haven't poured it. I think he did it. I'm just gonna
It's
take a
also
while.
been a few days. Like, I guess people were back in the swing of things.
Yeah, so you can
He's
put
like,
yourself down
anyway.
here.
It's like Kodo.
So tiny. Oh man, he got you instantly.
Damn it. Wasn't fast enough.
Nah.
Anyone we recognize in here? Any assholes?
No.
I love
Okay.
this image.
Yeah, as you enter, there's an overwhelming
Grung.
sense of.
Grung.
As you enter, there's an overwhelming sense of blue around here. A lot of the wood in here seems to have been dyed to match that of the lake. A very sort of deep, calming blue around a very nautical themed bar with a bunch of seaweed and kelp from what you assume to be the creeping hands lining the walls and adding a little bit of color into the room. Everyone around here seems to be in generally okay spirits. As you know, with the situation going on in town right now, not everyone's exactly the happiest, but at least in this bar right now, there's a sense of calm for the most part.
So, where you want to start? Just bartender, I'm assuming. Okay, I will be going to the bar.
Who are you talking to?
The both of y'all, both of y'all.
Kodo's just kind of following you.
Troy's kind of following you.
Why
Since-
are you
since-
making?
Since
Yeah,
our
well, I feel
last
like I mean-
investigation didn't go so well, so might as well.
I feel like I made my opinion very known. Well, I'm keeping quiet, so you can lead on.
I missed that part. I was helping my brother. You were just like, I wouldn't say chilling. You're just like, yeah,
I'm taking a step back. You guys are like, I fucked up before, so I'd rather not fuck up again.
I mean, we fucked up before. Have you seen last time we interrogated people? Didn't go well.
I mean, you just got punched in the face. Yeah, he would walk towards the bar. Like, excuse me.
Hey, kid, what am I gonna get you?
No, we don't really want any drinks right now. We're actually here to.
Ah, nonsense.
ask
Everyone
some-
wants a drink. Surely you want something to ease your mind off all the, all the scariness in the world, right?
Oh, that's why we're here, to make the world less scary.
If I had to
We're-
recommend anything for just 4 minutes, recommend the healer's choice. So good you think you're drinking a healing potion.
Sir, we're here to question about the fire and the incident about the not tavern. So why am I forgetting the fucking name?
The Bolton.
Oh yeah, the
Drown
Bolton.
bolt.
Drowned Bolton.
Yeah, like the rooms of it. I don't know why. The hotel, whatever.
lodging.
The lodging of
Oh,
the burn.
say, are you ZBs?
Yeah.
Yeah. The grown man straightens out his attire. Straightening a little hat on his head and his apron. Well, I am the owner of this establishment. I'm willing to help you with anything that I can. You can call me Frodrick.
Frodrick.
Bruh.
I love it.
We'll die for him.
Yeah. Frodrick. Can you just give us like the rundown you've given to the other guards about what happened that night?
Sure can do. There I was, middle of the night. I got my house nearby, and the bar was closing up, so, we cleaned up here. Had a crazy night, I have to tell you. That Bubble and he's a partier. I did my rounds, cleaned everything, put everything away. Everyone went to enjoy what little sleep we could afford around here. Then out of nowhere, shouting craziness. In the early Vita morning, we had a raging fire on the western side of the building. Guards ran over. They managed to put it out with the lake water nearby. By the time they found it, though, poor Bubble Bottle's body was found in the middle. So, I wish I could tell you more, but I was snoozing in my own home.
Mm. Did y'all ever figure out how long the fire was running before, or starting before it got that big?
From what I've been told, and from what I'm looking at the damages, I have to imagine probably like about 5-6 minutes of just the fires being able to consume what it will. Whole place is made of wood, so.
All right.
I understand the guards got some of anonymous tip-off about the fire.
Yeah, that would have been my next question. No one revealed themselves? They just stated that there was a fire? There was no person that came up or anything?
No reveal to my knowledge. Real shady, ask me.
Yeah.
What's your insurance on this building?
What's your insurance? What's the... It says
False claim.
if someone dies in a fire in this building, he gets $1 billion times.
Good payout, yeah.
Yeah. Would you say there were any like people you recognized looking at the fire, or just anything that seemed strange when you showed up?
By the time I arrived, nothing too odd. I mean, the guards were working. They called in that cleric individual to come in and check over the body, see if there's anything that could have been done, but, you know.
And how long did it take you to take y'all to put out the fire?
With the lake water so nearby, they were kind of able to set up a little bit of a bucket system. It wasn't too bad. I think they managed to have it doused in about 4 minutes.
And was that before or after the body was taken out?
Body didn't get taken out until all the fires were doused.
Okay.
No one moved. We didn't want any more bodies, you know?
Fair.
By that point, we thought he just died of smoke inhalation or something.
And, okay, let's see.
Was there anyone who you didn't recognize in the bar that night?
Well, gotta figure a lot of these people are locals. I recognize a good bit of them. Only new people around here lately. We got Bubble Bobble and his lady friend. His eyes look over to the table with the woman looking over a book.
The ping was like off thing, so I thought you were pointing at this person.
That lady.
And traveling scholar from Toadberg. And he says it a bit quieter as his eyes dart to the ratkin at the end of the table.
Wooden staff. Druid.
Bro, what if he has a limp? I've had enough of you.
Corn, throw me.
No, it's like a Gario. If he touches another druid, he absorbs him.
Alright, so we split in 3 and then interrogate 3 people at the same time. Let's go.
Who's the third?
Three
this guy?
simultaneous.
I'm gonna go with the shady guy.
I'll talk to the rat.
I'll get the woman.
Yes.
Don't worry,
As you
guys.
should.
Don't worry, guys. I won't be broken. But AJ. Oh well.
Yeah.
We'll any more questions that no one has?
So we're good to go. Check out the fire when we see fit.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Did you ask that? I couldn't hear you.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, are we good to just go in through a door through the check on the west wing?
Should be fine. Long the guards are, I assume, okay with you investigating, so.
Alright.
And hey, while you're here, how about a hand sandwich?
A hand sandwich?
Oh, and you haven't had a hand sandwich before? Delicious, let me tell you. Here's what we do. We take a little bit of the kelp from the creeping hands, mix that with a little bit of mackerel, press that, heat it up, delicious sandwich.
You know what? I'll have that to go then, I guess.
And today we're doing it with duck eggs.
Duck eggs, dude?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, we'll be back if we have any more questions or anything like that.
Sounds
Point
good.
to the drum.
How many of those sandwiches would you like?
Snow looks at Kodo and Korak.
15-foot worth.
No, no.
It's
I was thinking
30 minutes per
snow.
sandwich.
Yeah.
The inflation hitting.
30
Yeah,
minutes.
he looks at him. 30 minutes.
What the fuck? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I guess.
Okay, Kodo. Yeah. So I'll give him 3 days.
Give him 3 days.
Holy!
He's just like, that's too rich for my blood. Here, it's all my time. So was it like 90
To
minutes?
die for.
It'd be 90 minutes total for 3 sandwiches.
I'll throw like an extra 10 in there, so make it 100.
Make it 100 sandwiches.
Make it 100.
No, yeah.
Because after I eat this, I should be covered for the day.
Yeah, I think you
Yeah.
3 are good on food for the day now.
Really?
Don't
Okay.
have to.
Because you ate, Brig made the omelet.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. He'd give him like a 10 tempo tip.
Oh, very kind of you.
Yeah, thank you. And you hand out the sandwiches. So, do we know the split on who's going with who? The interview who?
I can talk to the rat.
Oh, okay.
I guess.
So what are we? We're just trying to devise
Just-
if they were involved in some way, right?
Or just seeing if they've seen anything, or just were they even here that day. That will also matter. If they're not here, then it won't matter. But also, they could be lying, so I guess check out for that.
Mm-hmm.
Or whether they are lying because they did it, or they just are afraid, or whatever. Just figure it out. If you need any help, I guess try to get us, get our attention or something.
If you need help, we can do the thing we did made.
All right.
There are a lot of tables here.
Yes.
All right. Break. Yeah. It's not just-
Yeah, as you're welcome. I nearly forgot too, in terms of new people. We had someone arrive pretty recently. He looks out the window to the outside bar. There's some folk from Cryvale. Real nice, offering to fix up the bar for us.
Mm.
So they came after the fire happened, or before?
Yeah, they got here real recently.
Mm.
Oh.
Yeah.
And
So-
flanked by 2 people.
Yeah. So, I guess then after
We
we're
can-
done with the individuals, we
talk
meet
to
up
them together.
Yeah. All right. Break. And this is a walks off.
Start with Korak.
No, don't start with me.
Okay.
I'm tired.
I'm tired.
We're gonna get less tired if we do 2 other conversations before.
You're gonna have to do this scene eventually.
Yeah.
Can we skip it?
We need the information.
We need
Talk to
information,
people.
bro.
Skip!
Skip. See, look, you even bribing him. You're trying to give him something to drink.
Here comes the airplane.
That's why he's smirking like that. Like,
As you walk over, the drow man sitting by himself looks up to see you approach.
How sussy does he look?
And look at him.
Is he like roguish or just an old man?
He's hitting both. He looks like an older man, and he appears to be very roguish.
he rogues on
and
the side.
Is
And
a-
some.
Over one of his eyes, he has an eye patch. The white hair underneath the feathered hood that he's currently wearing. His eyes look up to you with a bit of tiredness to them.
Or what? Mind if I sit?
Not at all. The bar's meant for sitting.
And drinking.
Isn't that right?
Yeah. First time here. What about you?
I live here.
Oh yeah. Must have seen some shit then.
Oh, plenty of shit. Trust me. What about you? You got the eyes of someone who's seen a lot for your age.
Just here and there, above and below.
I guess mercenary work?
Good call.
I've seen eyes like yours before.
Oh yeah? Where's that?
Passing through. Odd jobs, people coming to me for guidance.
To come to you to guidance for odd jobs?
No. Make themselves stronger.
Oh, so you're like a trainer, so to say.
You'd say that. I run the archery academy here in Helllands.
Oh, I
They
see.
call me Master Felch.
That's the master with the title.
Felch is fine.
You must have seen their share lot too.
Don't I know it? I was around during the Druidic invasion.
Man, would have been a sight.
One hell of a one, especially living here. The place was occupied pretty well by druids until they managed to force them out.
How about the city, though? Any, it's called, what's the word I should use? God damn it. Have you seen any more people on the down low recently?
Any shady individuals, you mean?
We're all shady here.
Yeah.
But doing what?
I have. I've seen those with the markings of the Emerald Wolves enter in and out of this town.
Well, no surprise. There's a turf war going on here.
Yes, but I'd rather them not be in my town.
Do that.
They're gonna fight, do it on the battlefield, and start bringing in these communities into your little spat. Like children playing with toys.
My thoughts exactly. Say, if one, like me, would be good at clearing those out, where would they be?
From what I've seen, they don't stay here. I believe they have an encampment somewhere outside city limits. Where that would be, though, mystery to me.
Yeah, they can make themselves obvious, but who knows? I don't think Korak would ask anything related to fire, to be honest, because I don't think he would know him anymore anyway.
Tell me,
Hmm.
what interest do you have in this town? Not exactly a worthwhile visit.
Nah, just work like any other.
What kind of work?
Well, you said it yourself, don't you? Merc.
Wondering if someone needs to get their knees shattered or someone needs to get somewhere.
Maybe a bit of both.
That is usually how it goes, ain't it? Never one or the other. Someone always ends up needing a knee shattered and someone always needs to be going somewhere. Sometimes the same person.
Never changes.
Well, guess let me just say this is a good town. I like my town quite a bit. And I'm not too interested in bringing any trouble to this town. So whatever work you got to do here, I imagine...
It's to bring it out. The trouble, I mean.
That's good then. Then you and I are friends.
Bestie.
We owe a lot to this town, to, the Baron. Him and his group.
Like, the Baron has, like, his own army, like? His group? When you say his group?
The Baron and some people together were what managed to slay the Bolton.
Oh, okay.
The lake monster that was haunting the coast of Hellhands.
Oh. So basically, they're governing right now, like they're different kind of guards. I mean,
No, he's like not like an army of people. It was like, from what you've heard of it, it was like a small group of people came together and killed the Bolton. The Baron got, the two of them that you know so far would be Bubble Bobble and the Baron.
Oh. Oh.
But,
And Garland.
Garland did not know. He's not a member. He heard about it. He's not a member of that group, though.
Well, speaking of, have you heard about what's going on with the Baron?
No, I haven't. Something going on with our good Baron?
Seems he's been getting threats since that Bubble Bobble incident. And since they seem to be connected, there might be some dots there.
A damn shame what happened to Bubble Bobble. He was a good man. Born and raised here. He fought hard for this place. Lost family to the Bolton and the Druidic invasion. You deserve better.
Sure did. Makes you ask who goes after him in the first place.
Druid.
Yeah, must have been something personal at least. And not from the outside. What are you saying again? Disseminate.
We'll pretty much just tell.
Oh, okay.
He's British. He
He's
gotta be.
inseminating him.
Yeah, inseminating. A little confidential.
I mean, given his name.
That's fuck. Like, is that his actual name?
What?
What's the guy's name?
What, Felch?
Yeah. Okay.
Ouch.
Vocab. Shut up.
I don't get it though.
You don't. Don't worry about it. Vocab's been
Oh my
childish.
goodness.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
What's going on?
Fun fact.
I would put the L back in the name.
He doesn't know.
I guess the
I'm too French for that. What the
Oh no,
fuck?
I fucked myself because I meant to say Fletch.
you know.
I know you did.
How
I know you
he
did.
turned that into that.
No, because I moved the L from, like, after the E instead of before the E.
Yeah, I figured you tried to say Fletch.
I said, oh no. Oh, no.
Fun fact. I learned that
It's
word.
canon.
Yeah, I learned that word from Eminem. Awfully.
Fletching my shit.
For those who are not aware,
They can look it up themselves. They can look it up themselves.
do not Google that.
It means giving someone a nice kiss on the noggin.
You know,
Oh, yeah, it does.
that's why Eminem said, "Would you like to kiss Felch or to the Felching?"
Oh, I see.
Fletch.
Oh boy.
Fletching.
Fletch.
Yeah, like
Okay.
Fletch.
All right, Felch.
Yeah, it's never gonna be
R.
Fletch.
Kelly.
It's
Yeah,
done.
exactly.
R. Kelly.
Yeah, I'm a master. What are we doing at that fucking school? Jesus Christ.
Incredibly professional.
They come to me for guidance.
no.
Yeah, you
Oh,
got
like Camel, right?
My name is Fuck
Fletch fucking
I hardly know her.
Oh,
Fletch.
we're never making it out of hell hands now.
Well, I mean, good. At least we're here.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, if he's getting threatened, I want to say the Baron can handle himself, but I don't know if they got Bubble Bobble, then anything's possible.
Well, me and my crew are here for that, so at least that's that.
Well, I can't do much other than offer an insight into the past here, so if that helps at all. I'll answer whatever I can.
To be honest, I'm too dumb for that course. I'm not good in investigation. I don't play
Love
Ace
it.
Attorney like you guys. I don't have a fucking
I don't play
OCD
Ace
or-
Attorney like you.
I'm not good at it either.
Don't worry,
man.
Daniel.
Don't worry
I've also
about it.
not played Ace Attorney.
Yeah.
At least you're smart. I'm not.
Don't do that to yourself. Let me do that to myself.
Corey's gonna die. And there's nothing you can do about
Don't worry, Daniel. You have the cemetery.
it. Yes, I'll go there. But yeah, like it's mostly like general like question, like the thing they slain, like it was just straight up just a beast or like a druidic beast.
A druidic beast, a giant like lake monster made by the druids as like a siege weapon almost.
Oh,
He Fletch's eyes look towards the anchor in front of them. This is what they took him down with.
mm.
Snatched him out right out of the lake with this giant anchor, like a big old fishing rod from the stories.
Out of the lake.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Bulbo drowned, right? Like in the spell, I mean, as if he were drowned.
Yeah, yeah.
Huh. Maybe he has some metaphorical connections there.
Maybe. If it's targeting those. Someone should tell everyone who is involved in that then to be careful.
By the looks of it, they seem to be going one at a time, so that's that.
I think it was 3 of them that took down the Bolton. Baron and Bubble Bobble, but last one was an outsider. I don't recall what their name was.
I know their name.
Do you or?
Yeah, it's Donovan.
I was gonna say Morrigan or Cart, but
Fair enough.
Mm.
Fuck Arth, he doesn't do anything helpful.
any distinguishable feature might be helpful. I'm from outside after all.
I think I wasn't as focused on that at the time, but some other old timers you might be able to. There's the real older by the name of Eustace Barkbite. Lives in town. He used to tend to the cemetery, but he's currently been relieved of duty. He lives nearby it, though. Might be able to help you out.
Well, I sure will. Thanks for the time, man. Old timer. He's gonna as per customary, he's gonna leave like, you know what? Good info. So 1 hour.
Keep your time.
Not my style.
Not my style to take it either, so either you take that or it's going in the lake.
In the lake it goes.
What the fuck is the matter with you?
He has his Korak has his customs.
Yeah, dying?
Yes.
I'm gonna put you in the fucking lake.
Bro, Canada's getting wiped off the map. I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry.
Thank fuck.
When Owl and Ness are gone, it's gonna be your fault. You better message him now.
With that
Are you
next,
hearing that, FBI agent? He wants to blow up another entire country. You should listen to that.
Yeah. Stop me.
with that, we'll do Kodo next. Kodo, you sit
Thank
next
goodness.
to the Ratkin gentleman. Him,
Joy.
I know we struggle to get on the chair.
yeah,
Fuck. Shit.
yeah. They don't really have small people in mind with those. Kind of fucked up, don't you think?
It's fine to struggle a little bit sometimes.
What?
You seem nice.
Sorry, I'm not known to have a award-winning. He's not gonna finish his sentence.
Let's start with
Anyway.
a name. How about, like a normal introduction, like normal people?
Sure. I'm Kodo.
Nimble.
You're new in town, right? Or newish?
Suppose so. You a local here?
No, I just got to town today. I'm with some others, and we're looking into what happened here a few days ago. Were you in town a few days ago?
I was staying here, actually.
So you were probably near the fire then.
Closer than I would have liked. I was in the fortune of superiority. I was in the fortune of superiority.
Do I know what that is?
No.
Okay. Oh, sorry. I actually don't know what that is. Is that a boat?
Oh, no. I guess it's your first time here. They don't... These places don't have room numbers. They have names to them. They have fortunes.
Is Fortune Superiority like an expensive room, or are they all just the same? They're just named differently?
Well, mine's supposed to apparently help me outmatch my peers.
Oh, are you a researcher of some kind?
Of a sort, yes. I like to study magical artifacts and items.
Ah, okay. Like relics or like man-made artifacts or magical items?
Relics, mainly. Things lost to time. Dug up. I'm usually someone they call in to make sure it's safe or not.
Ah. Is there a reason you're in Hellhand specifically then?
Yes, I was asked to appraise an item fairly recently, and I just haven't... I got paid fairly well, so I haven't had the time to leave.
Wait, did you say who I...
Oh, sorry. I just have decided not to leave.
Did
He
you say
didn't
who
say
hired?
no. He did
Who hired? Like, was it the Baron?
No. Local in town.
Was the job interesting?
I would say so. It's not something I'd seen before. With quite a bit. I was recommending they put it in a museum or something, but I imagine they're going to try and find a way to sell it. And if I had to guess, not to the right people, you know?
That was it, like a weapon of some kind?
I'm not really at liberty to talk about. Are you alright? You're just staring at me.
But you could.
I don't know.
I don't mean to alarm you, but just a very powerful artifact in a town that's having some weirdness going on might be a cause for concern. If you can understand my concern.
Yeah, no, I getcha. Luckily, I doubt it'd be anything of any trouble.
The fire starter of Overkill. Fuck.
The heart
The Dr. Bubble Bobble Killer. The Baron Beta 9000.
This old artifact from the old world, the Baron Beater, yeah. Yeah.
No, the finding the Falcon button.
Yo.
Though, if you were to hire me as an expert, maybe I could go over some of the intricacies of the things that I've seen.
And how much would you cost be an expert?
For my work, I usually cost a day and a half.
No.
If I pay you, will you divulge who you spoke with as well?
That's a bit of
Anything's
extra
business.
expertise. It would take a lot for me to think about that, and you really need a bit more time to articulate my thoughts on that.
You piece of shit, Carlos.
You better hope Snow is not like
Another.
no, doesn't find out.
You
Happy
made
day.
that glimmer go true and true. Oh my god, I love you.
I love you too. Mwah.
I mean,
You see that owl? Sorry, go ahead.
Whoa! Whoa! in chat.
Whoa.
if I already mentioned I'm investigating in town, and you can obviously tell I'm not a guard. You can probably guess what I am.
You know who I am.
Someone who can't pay up.
I'm fine paying the day and a half, but upcharging as well, and withholding information. That might not look kindly.
We're just talking about hypotheticals here.
I assume you deal with a lot of hypotheticals.
I do. Pays well to be a glass eye.
Hell yeah!
Hypothetically, if
I
I
just-
beat you near to death.
Hypothetically, someone withholding information situated so close to the crime. How about 2 days?
Ooh.
That sounds just grand to me.
Great. I'm gonna give him 2 days and minutes.
There we go. Yeah, throw him at him.
You could just give me the 2 days.
It's the elf. It's the elf throwing the snowball. Hypothetically, if
This is
I
a
fucking
mess.
hang
Stop putting him out his minutes!
Bro,
you wanted to be an
You're the
ass,
one-
right?
Look, I got time. We can wait here all day. You give me.
No, yeah, actually, I'm giving him 2 days. I'll give him like 4 half days. That makes the most sense to me.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. The item I was asked to appraise. Old world artifact.
Old world artifact. That's the second time we've heard of that, right? Like the castle was an old world artifact.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bell.
This is a founding Yaka artifact from long ago. Don't make them like they used to anymore. If I had to guess, it's some remnant of. I guess before I go into it, how knowledgeable are you on Yaka history?
That's a good question. Carlos, how knowledgeable am I on Yaka history?
That's up to you to decide. You tell me how knowledgeable are you
I
on
mean,
Yaka history.
I mean, like, okay, so like I would know stuff related to zombies. Like I knew the Falcon because like they
Yeah.
had dealt with, like, so if there's like, I know a bit, but only stuff you'd gather looking into things related to Zobber beasts.
Then I take it you're aware of the founder Ali, right?
Would I? I'm assuming so. Yeah.
Prince Ali.
You would have heard
Yeah,
of it recently. That was what the church was dedicated to. That
Yeah, that's what it was. Okay. I was like, that sounds familiar, but I don't remember if that logo was like someone else mentioned in the conversation I wasn't there for or something. Yes. Yeah, I know.
you see a lot of those artifacts pop up around those old sites.
Hmm.
A lot of scholars beginning to think Ali had their hands in Yaka's founding years a lot more than previously believed.
Okay.
Even some talk, you might not hear it in public spaces, but talk of the smile being almost a false ruler.
Another one of your hypotheticals, I assume.
Yes. But as for the item I found, it appeared to be an artifact built to. The best way I can put it. It was built to assist in the construction of Yaka, if I had to guess.
In what way did it move? Stone or dirt? Or.
It was an object that managed to. From what my observations of it was, I could see the temporal stream emanating from the object itself. And I could see its connection not to the earth, not to the land, but to Yaka itself. It appears as if the inner workings, whatever internal mechanisms were created to make Yaka on Saturnalis, were tied to this device. Almost, if I had to relate it to something, have you been to Gear Truth?
I've seen some inventions out of Geartooth. I have not been to it myself.
Let me put it more simple. You're aware of Ascending Stone, right?
Yes.
Then this hypothetical object could send a message to Yaka, and Yaka would respond. The way I saw it done was in the response to the earth tremoring.
Sorry, 1 second. So you're saying this artifact, I could ask Yaka a question.
I meant that more in an artsy sense. What I mean more is that the activation of this object seemed to activate something within the internals of Yaka, resulting in tremors.
Did it happen so soon after you asked, or posed the question as you did? Or was there a delay of some kind?
I didn't ask a literal question. An example. I was using a Ascending Stone example.
Okay.
Once I activated this device, Yaka began to tremble.
I know they've had some tremors for the past few days. Did you ask multiple questions?
I asked as many questions as they allowed me to, but I didn't want to test my luck. They were not exactly a band of individuals that seemed interested in scientific pursuits.
There was more than one?
Yes.
They're all locals?
No.
I thought you said locals before.
I asked if you were a local. These folk.
Did he not say locals? Like,
No, he didn't.
was local? Okay. Interesting.
If I had to guess, they introduced themselves to me as locals, but from the look of their clothing, they seem to be wanderers. Bandits.
Okay.
I spoke to one Keb.
Gulp.
Gulpin.
Keb Bukowski.
Kebakowski.
Keb, alright. And they seem to be the leader of the group?
Yes. Leader of the Emerald Wolves, specifically.
A hypothetical, or you can confirm that?
Hypothetically.
Bro, the Emerald Wolves are everywhere, bro.
Did
Cockroaches.
any hypotheticals about what they were trying to do with such a device? If you've seen it up close, that is.
To my understanding of it, they're interested in making cracks. That's about all I really know about the matter.
Where did you meet them? In a tavern or nearby in town somewhere?
Around the housing district. They were built fairly recently to promote tourism and more people staying here by the Baron. Able to rent out a good couple of rooms there. They did so and organized a meeting with me. Then, I imagine, have long since abandoned the place.
that in mind. Anything else you can tell me about the yard? I guess, okay. He said it seemed to trigger the earthquakes, or the quakes.
Yeah.
And we heard from the Baron that the quakes have been happening
For the past 3 days.
past 3 days. So I'm gonna say like the quakes you felt in like the last day or so, were they the same you felt when you were testing the device or relic?
No. Stronger now.
Hmm.
I had brought up a theory regarding the energy source that it consumed, that if, hypothetically, if time were to be funneled into it, it could have a larger reaction. So if they've come into a large sum of time recently, is your answer.
Thank you for the information. Did the device seem like it was meant to take time?
No. When we tested it, it was initially a hypothesis. They were just as surprised it was as volatile as I was. I don't think it was meant to, but it does, if that makes any sense.
Mm-hmm.
I believe they're pushing it to its limits.
Is there a fear of it breaking? If it wasn't designed
Potentially.
to...
Though people like them end up losing artifacts like that all the time. I don't imagine it'll be in their hands for much longer.
That's a hypothetical I can agree to. Alright, thank you for your information. Been a great help. Spend your time well.
The other half?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
I
Wait, I give it all up front.
Oh, did you give him the whole lump sum? Okay.
I guess we could, yeah, if you would have said like half of it up front, I would have been like, yeah, that's fine.
Loser.
I said I gave him 4 half days.
Okay, gotcha.
I give him 20,000 pounds worth of.
I book it.
The
And
thing
then
about
afterwards,
wait.
Kodo immediately turns to dust.
Gordo,
Get up, baby.
Yeah.
he said you talked to Keb here?
Not in this bar.
Okay, no, I mean in this town.
In this town, yes.
What the fuck is he doing here? Isn't he busy with a turf war right now?
Yes.
Yeah,
He was.
He was.
Or maybe he's just a sham.
What do you
Or
mean, Kev?
maybe-
You're talking to Kev. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, that was
Hi,
Kevin.
Gorak.
Hello.
Stab.
Okay, I'm done with this conversation. You can pivot over
And
to...
you're finally with Snow. You walk over.
No, Snow just leaves.
I'm done.
I don't even. There's no new information. Yeah.
As you walk over, you see what appears to be an Eladrin woman sitting upright, poured over the table, writing in a journal. As she looks up to assess you, she straightens the round glasses on her. Do you mind?
Mind what?
Your aura is off.
I don't know how to change that, ma'am. I'm sorry.
Yes,
I've had a rough couple of days.
I can see it. It's practically written on your eyes. Do you need something, or are you here just to disrupt my energies?
I think that it's gonna happen either way. I was gonna ask you some questions about the fire that happened on the west end.
Oh. Okay. He closes the book and tucks it away. Then by all means, ask away.
If you won't mind, your name.
You can call me Professor Garden.
Professor Garden.
Yes.
Okay.
Soporific specialist at Red Eye Academy.
Red Eye Academy. We didn't go. We went to Red Eye Academy, right? That was
That's where
the academy.
that's where the theft went. Yeah, happened.
Okay.
Yeah, we spent
Oh.
a
Were we
lot of time at
classmates?
Jedi Academy.
Oh, the.
Were we classmates?
Were we classmates? Yeah, I don't know how old Snow is, so probably not likely. Hold on. My fucking phone. Right, the Red Eye Academy. How long have you been in town? Did you just get here on the day of the fire, or were you there before?
Yes, I'd taken the ride over with Professor Bubble Bobble.
Hmm. Alright. You're what to him? Exactly?
Colleague.
Colleague. Okay.
Yes. He had a interesting theory regarding the moss here in Hellhands that perhaps it could have assisted me in my soporific studies.
Hmm. Oh.
We're running into a time where being able to safely render someone unconscious is a growing worry, especially if it can be used against Fae and maybe even undead potentially one day.
Hmm.
Forcing sleep on a creature that normally can't.
So you're trying to figure out a way to, like, prevent that?
I'm trying to find a way to cause that.
Hmm.
As a potential, I've pitched the idea, though the Zauberbeasts haven't been as interested due to limited results. I am working on a way to tranquilize Fae and undead, and given that this area has a strong tie to druidic energy, I figured the plant life here might as well assist me in overcoming this racial barrier.
Fair enough. Was this talked about a lot with BB? Like, is this a recent thing, or has this been going on for a while? The research.
My research has been going on for a while, though. Him inviting me here was a fairly surprising invitation. I wasn't aware that he was aware of my studies.
And no one, you wouldn't say anyone is like looking to take your ideas, or
I'm sure there's
prevent
someone
them
always
from
out
having-
there to stab another in the back. That's just living in a business like this. But as of right now, I don't believe there's anyone actively seeking it. Only ones who would really
Or-
know would be the Zauberbeast and Bubble Bobble, but as you can see, he has passed.
All right. And nobody you know that has been overtly or subvertly, like, against it? Like, anyone told you, no, you shouldn't be doing this?
As far as I'm aware, no.
Mm-hmm.
Not exactly much of a danger for the soporific such as this. This would only be beneficial.
And with the soporific, is it like a drink, a spell, or like, what is that? I don't know what that means.
I'm attempting to make an airborne soporific. A gas that could render someone unconscious.
And you believe the plant life air could help with that?
I'm not entirely sure yet, but it was recommended to me by Bubble Bobble himself. The good doctor seemed keen on inviting me along with him.
Where were you during the time of the fire and everything that was happening?
I was quite in the throes of it. I was in a get the name.
I was in the fuck off.
I was in the
suite.
I was in the Fortune of Plate. It's a room a couple above where Bubble Bobble was staying. I was woken by the screaming and the sound of them dousing the fire. Luckily, it hadn't reached me. A couple of guards rescued me from the room, and I've been here ever since. I may not have known the good doctor for a long while, but I at least want to make sure his remains get back to his family.
And then also apologies for you. Must have been horrendous what you had to go through.
Yes, Yes, I've never really quite been in a situation like that. Back against the wall as a raging fire consumes the area around you, that's yelling and screaming. I'm sure I could have ran out if possible, but I felt myself frozen there in that spot.
Hmm. Yeah, how? And you, what was it was the fate of plate?
Fortune of plate.
Fortune of plate.
So
Okay.
apparently any who stay there have an enhanced sense of taste. All food tastes perfectly crafted afterwards.
Is that true? Have you tried anything?
Well, they said Chef Kistoff apparently stayed there for a bit.
Trying to think out of character because I feel like I'm forgetting. I'm tired, so I'm starting to forget questions. How far was your room from babies? It seemed far enough.
Not far, maybe. Luckily we weren't connected, but I'd say it was like 10 feet away, from wall to wall.
Like directly next to it, or like across the way?
Across the way. I was on the other side of the hall to his. His was located in the bottom left of the lodgings. I was in the middle right.
Has anyone reported on where the fire started exactly?
If they have, I haven't been privy to it. I assume it started from his room by what I've seen, but you'll have to ask whoever reported it.
I know it was traumatizing with everything going on, but did you see anyone that seemed out of place or doing something odd while all this was happening?
Now that you mention it, when I was rescued from my room and brought outside, may have been my imagination, but I could have sworn I saw someone running towards the windmill.
Windmill. And where's the windmill located?
She would, I guess you... Well, let me make sure something.
Or was that like on the map?
Yeah, it's on the map. It's right next to the... You more than likely saw it as you were driving up, or coming up to the bar. There was
how'd you know we were driving?
Good done. No.
Yeah.
As you were approaching, you can't miss it. It's a large windmill right next to the bar.
Any reason someone would go to the windmill?
That's why it struck me as odd.
I'm pulling it up right now. Okay, there it is. Were you able to get a description of the person, or?
It was chaos. It was during the Vita night. You see a thing with the clock's hands over us.
Not even like clothing.
I was dazed, you must understand.
Yeah. Can I make an insight check just to see if, like, I guess a vibe check, honestly, like if she's like shaken up about it, or like it looks like she's holding back information or anything like that. Snow the detective. I may not know what I'm doing, but I feel like I'm playing Snow pretty well. I think you'd be a great cyber beast. Yay! Filthy 20.
Her fear of everything that happened seems genuine, but there does seem to be something she's holding back.
Was it... this probably is an overreach. Was it anything I've brought up yet, or has it just been I guess I wouldn't know.
No, you wouldn't know. You just know that there's something she's not talking about.
Ma'am, I know everything that's happened's kind of probably startled you, or you just want it to be over with, but I can't really do my job unless you give me everything you know, even if it's small or you think it's insignificant. In order to find out who did this, we need to make sure we have every nook and cranny covered. You understand?
Are you accusing me of something?
No, ma'am. I just want to solve this case.
Then I've told you all I know. Truly.
My insight 20 doesn't tell me so.
Just fucking Korak
Yeah.
staring from across the bar.
Yeah, he just throws he starts throwing the little the minute tempos. Tell the truth! Tell the truth! So, alright.
I've told you all I know.
If you do figure out anything while you're still here, or something is off, I was gonna give her a card, but what the fuck is that gonna do?
Find me.
Yeah, this card. Yeah, this card that doesn't exist.
It just would have your name. It's like, you know who to call.
Yeah.
What do I do with this?
Snow. And then, it's not even his name. He just gives her a card that a playing card or something stupid. This is the Joker card. Goodbye.
Star Jumper.
Is there any? I guess I'm trying to figure out a location. I guess try to find us at the Baron. The Baron's the main place to be, the center area, right?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me check. If you have any information about anything, go to the Baron, the foot of the Baron's. Not the mountain. Is it a mountain?
You can
The
refer
hill?
to it as such.
Yeah. Of the foot
thumb.
of the thumb underneath the Baron's mansion. And either let the guards know if you see us, just let us know, alright?
All right.
Thank you for your time.
She gives you
And
a nod.
before he leaves, he's like, and he's gonna cut his sandwich in half and give it to her. You like, or let me not just give it. You want some?
I'll pass.
Fair enough. He starts eating the sandwich. Oh, shit. As I'm walking away, well, as I'm handing the sandwich over, how close is she holding that book? Is
She has it in her satchel
covered?
now.
Oh, it's in the satchel?
Yeah.
Ah, damn.
She knows something. Get her.
Well, I can't just go across
Yes,
the
we
table.
And
No, it's tell Frongulus or whatever the fuck his name.
If you want a coward, you would do it.
Up. He gives you his
I don't want to hear.
sandwich.
Frogulus.
I'm just saying, I got the information out of my person. And,
You would find a way.
you guys gotta pick up the slack.
I don't want to hear nothing. You paid him off.
Yeah.
yeah,
Work.
as it should be.
You know what? Hold on. Let me think.
One more thing.
Yeah, I might have to pull one more thing. 33's Everberry Lane.
192861.
That's not my address. I know it's your mother's.
1276 Montabo Suite.
No.
Fucking hell.
I
I'm
know.
trying to think because I think he might turn back. He's gonna get yelled at. I already see it, but who cares? Yeah, Snow kind of turns back. He's like, and puts his hands on the table. Ma'am, I implore you to reconsider. No. Look, I believe more bad things will happen if we can't find out any information on how Bubble Bobble was killed. And I believe you know something. I don't know what it is, but I feel like you are holding something back. And I don't have the goddamn time to wait. So please Could you just tell me? No.
Roll me the intimidation.
Yeah. Oh.
I assume that's the vibe you want to go with it.
Yeah.
It's up to, do you think he's more persuading or intimidating?
I'm the +3 to persuasion.
I'd like it to be persuasion.
Yeah.
I know, but I'm saying, but the
Well,
way you
actually,
worded it-
no. You know what? That's fine. That's fine because intimidation's +3 as well. Sure.
Can I give him a maneuver?
What? Yeah, when I put my hand on the table, it cracks a
If
little
you, don't,
bit.
if you don't answer me, you'll have to answer the human resources.
HR.
Oh, did it cut through the
Resources.
cork,
Alright.
shoving blasting me through a table?
It's like you either have to handle with me, human resources, or worse, Larry. Yeah, and I
God.
point to Kodo, to God, Larry.
Larry. What's wrong with Larry?
You don't wanna... Yeah, okay. Let's roll it, baby.
What do you roll, intimidation or persuasion?
Intimidation.
You can do it, big boy. Make correct prop.
It's like a. Oh, I mean, I already threw the vibe in there. That is a 19. She just blows me away.
Sunbeam.
Sunbeam. You're scaring
Conjure
me.
animals.
Yeah, she unleashes the gas bowl or whatever the fuck.
She
I should.
slumps in her seat a bit. If I help you with this, can we keep it between us?
Pants. Get your ass out of here. Get your big booby ass out of here.
I'm big boned.
Big bone. Who says I'm complaining?
Ooh.
Oh. I changed it to you. I look great. Let me see the information first. I might have to relay this to my compatriots, but I'll see.
What I said was all true. Bobble had invited me on this trip. Though I was under the impression that he was doing so to get at my research. It has progressed quite along, more than I let on to most people, but he seemed very keen. And very recently as well, I had found that some of my notes seem to be missing from my study. Then all of a sudden I'm invited on a trip with one of the most famous alchemists in Yaka. I couldn't believe it at first, but it was possible that he was after my research. I had to make sure. He carries this journal on him, always tied to under his belt in a little holster. I figured if there was anything regarding my research, it might be in there. So the night we arrived here, there was a large party, a large celebration. He had spoken with the Baron, and when the main party was over, I had gotten a drink with him where I tested some of my soporifics.
Yeah, it's Snow would give her a look like, really?
I helped him back to his room and removed the journal from his person. Left him... Not proud to say, but I left him on the floor in there. I had taken the journal back to my room so I could mull it all over. I had planned to return it before he awoken. But while I was away, That's when the fire broke out.
This happened before the... Okay. Alright. Yeah, that definitely doesn't look good for you.
I'm aware. I couldn't have known a fire would start in there.
I'm not blaming you for that. Or anything, really. At least not yet.
He died because he couldn't run away and...
Yeah, I'm keeping that to my chest. Well, what's done is done. You can't really change that.
And it wasn't even worth it either. It was just a day planner for him.
Anything out of the ordinary? Oh, I guess you wouldn't know him.
Just
If
him
he
going
wouldn't-
over his usual routine.
Was it the same throughout the days?
Slight variations here and there, but for the most part, they were the same. He did...
Yeah.
I checked the most recent ones, and... Police say he seemed a little bit more nervous than usual. Seemed very antsy about something, a kind of production?
Production of like a product, or
I'm not entirely sure. He usually writes his notes in shorthand. Hard to make heads or tails exactly what he was talking about.
You wouldn't have that planner with you right now, would you?
I do.
I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need to take that from your possession.
Alright. That she reaches in and pulls out a small book, sliding it across the desk. I
Yeah.
beg you though, please. I didn't mean for any of this to happen. I just wanted...
He'd hold his hand up just to like stop her. He grabs the book. The investigation will continue, and what's done is done. How long do you plan on staying in town?
I said what I meant. I was going to stay here until they released the body. I wanted to give him the book back. Make sure he got back to Amenti. Be buried at his estate.
Do you know how long the gas would have knocked him out for?
I suited the dose for a halfling, so... Or sorry, for a gnome. So, should have had him out for about 3 hours.
Like about for fucking 3 hours, Jesus.
They're very experimental, so they're rather strong. They're not exactly medical soporifics.
And did you come back before, or are you trying to come back before or after the 3 hours?
I was trying to get there before. I only got about an hour worth of reading before everything went into flames.
Writing this down because I know I need to remember this fucking shit. Well, this was useful information. Thank you. See, it wasn't that bad. I mean, let me not say that. Thank you for that information.
She just kind of looks down to the ground, looking away from you.
He'd tap her on her shoulder and just say, "Look, what you did was wrong, but you didn't intend on killing him, so you're not the culprit in that much, at least."
Now you ask her for a number, right?
Fuck no,
It's
County
sweet,
all
it's
the way.
Logan.
The fuck? And I also want to mention, like, oh yeah, by the way, we saw that theft in the academy, just to let you know. But like, it wouldn't make sense. It would be hilarious, but like, yeah, definitely after the body is sent back home. Do you plan on following the body, or are you leaving once the body is being shipped?
I want to make sure it gets home. After that, I'm turning to Toadberg.
Well, you stay safe, ma'am. If you do some, like I said, if you have any more information, go to the location I told you about, or if you see us on the road, let us know.
I will.
My companions, I'm Snow. That's Korak over there. Or I won't point them out, but I'll just say, just look. I'll list our names down to like the people. To her, and
She's gonna snitch.
if she does, then I'm gonna fucking kill her. That's fine.
And Kodo the Druid.
Yeah. No, yeah, Kodo, the chicken druid. Who is under Karth. Hilda is her. Yeah. He'd hand off that slice to her of the sandwich. Probably should eat it.
I'm fine, really.
Eat.
Eat.
Shred.
You're so thin. Eat.
No.
You just gonna get it born.
No, that'd be it. He wouldn't. He'd take back the sandwich. But yeah, meet up. Stay safe.
You as well. And that is where we will end this session for now, though.
You talk to a danger person outside. No.
Carlos, how
No,
long
we
has
just
that
jumped him.
taken?
Well, I'll get to it when
Probably
we get
take
back.
longer.
Okay. So I need to keep a note of that so I know how long I've got left on my enhance ability.
5, 13.
That's good for me. I need sleep soon.
Yeah, so we'll end it off here. Thank you for stream in hell hands.
Yo, we're never gonna beat this.
burn.
Well, next stream will be the first Hell Hands of next year.
Yeah?
Yeah, and that's where it ends.
Yeah, we die.
The
TPK.
first
I was saying, I was
Hands on
telling.
fire.
This would be if we beat this, if we complete this is the first campaign I've ever finished completely.
Just shut up.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I told
awesome.
I told Tommy that and he laughed.
Yeah,
Is he
Oh,
on the
crying.
outside, maybe?
I think he was crying on the inside. Yeah,
I imagine so.
I'm putting a gun in his mouth.
I can't do I can't do it to Mikos a third time. Unless...
You could.
Guys,
If you have the
I
chance to do
don't
the
even-
funniest thing.
I don't
The
even see
session before the last one, like, I don't really feel in Saturnalis anymore.
That would be fucking
Saturnalis, not just this campaign. Saturnalis
Oh,
would be crazy.
I would drive to your house.
Yeah, I'd come and get you.
There's like a world where Miko says your full address right then.
I've got it. I'll share it.
I'll share it.
I'll
I'll die.
whoa.
dox you myself.
Yeah.
No, you kind of deserve
Yeah,
that.
but we're back in the slow burn era.
No, yeah.
Oh my god, yeah. This is
Mystery.
gonna be.
Three.
Start fucking knocking it out.
I can't wait to be 30 sessions into Creep of Hell. Man.
And did I give you guys the ability to edit the Drowner document?
No.
Okay, then
I
just
made a copy of it and like session fucking 2, and I've been making my own notes
Okay.
on the
because I
copy.
I might start typing in like objective evidence you've collected so far.
Okay.
With
I was about to say, boy, I'm glad y'all gave me that. Like, I was like, I don't know, and then you were like, you know what? And then I forget like what Snow's been through, and he's like, what the fuck am I doing? And he turns around, the fuck? You give me that fucking information.
So
Yeah, we need truth bullets, Carlos.
so that
Yeah.
that most recent information is
Big.
pretty massive.
Pairing
Well,
it.
yeah.
Imagine if I left that. Fuck.
Well, yeah, the fire started within 1 hour of him supposedly being
He
drugged.
passed out. But then he was
Yeah, but
also
he
like,
wasn't-
oh yeah, go ahead.
he was, judging from what Brig and Shay found, he wasn't fully unconscious because.
Oh no,
if
he was fully
he
conscious.
wouldn't- Exactly. So either she's lying about her part, or she got her calculations wrong. He wasn't out for as long as she.
Well,
thought he was.
or the person who
Or
did it is a
someone-
magic
Woke him
user
up.
who can remove the spell
Yeah, woke him up.
effects,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
lesser
That'd be-
restoration,
that'd
or
be
like
more
a
sick.
paladin who can do like lay on hands.
It's
That's a
Hilda.
possibility. Yeah, it is Hilda.
That'd be more sick if they woke him up to do
The
that. too.
cleric? Would the
I
cleric
don't
be
think a cleric could.
What?
A paladin could use lay on hands to remove like disease and poisons and
Yeah.
shit, which might count for it. And I guess a cleric might have a spell to do that,
Maybe.
but
What was the?
and I think
magic-
lesser restoration could
Wasn't
do
the
that.
magic based on like curative stuff or
Well,
nature?
So it was necromutation.
Yeah, the upper
that
efforts are a
was
different thing.
discovered.
Sorry, was
but-
it different thing? Okay.
Mhm.
Chronomancy was what the cleric is currently using to preserve the body.
I mean, he called it chronomancy, and then went,
Yeah.
but it'll show up as necromancy.
But it shows up as necromancy.
The Chrome Dome.
Um,
No, this was.
Also, that's not much of.
Detective stuff.
Just for clarifying for suspicions, like anything that involves like healing or preserving shows up as
Yeah,
necromancy.
I figure.
I just want to
No, yeah.
say, look, guys, trust me, it's just necromancy on the body, but like,
Don't worry.
I'm awesome.
Don't worry.
But actually,
No,
just
yeah.
to clarify, that's a very common thing that necromancy is shown with like
I mean,
healing and
yeah, I
preservation stuff.
That is great. That fucking Snow got his detective. One more thing.
what the fuck
But it was
is-
more
what
like
the
one
fuck
more
is the-
fucking thing.
Yes, one more thing. Hold it right there.
Mr. Yagami-san.
London's getting around. He's in Saturnalis. He's in Kane.
He's in everything.
I thought we all lucked into talking to the right people though.
Yeah, we did. I mean, look at that.
Logged
Look
in
at
to
the
talk to
makeup.
the right people. They're the only people who.
No, I was saying the choices like the people we specifically talked to. Like I
If
don't think
Corey
part of it
would've went to the
well with
girl
woman.
or the
No.
rat,
The matchup of like
That's fair. Yeah.
If Korak would went for the glass eye, it would be fucked because he has no money.
That's what I mean. Exactly. Like,
money.
yeah, like he
Yeah,
like,
broke
no, this
ass.
really was like the perfect pairing off of like who to
Yeah.
talk to. Like it was like a Mass Effect 2 like ending where you need to get like the perfect people to like get the best
Yeah.
ending. Like,
Yeah,
the-
no,
I mean,
fucking.
he probably didn't get much.
you
just
guys
the
all got
mystery
like really good information out of it.
No, he did.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
The girls did pretty good as well, I think.
You two.
Fuck the girls, man. Let the guys
We
win.
were about to win,
Motherfucker,
and then
we
I'm like,
figured out
"Fuck it,
the
stick my
mud,
fingers in
how
his
he
mouth."
died.
Motherfucker, I figured out there's gas.
Would have figured that out right away.
Uh-huh.
His hand would have been down his gullet.
He would have killed the body
Probably.
again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
I mean, that's fair.
And you know what's the best part? Mending. Guess who has mending?
Oh,
Oh,
no,
sorry,
that
I forgot. This was
works.
I forgot. Snow was in the
It should,
session.
actually.
50 undead rush into the bar and into the night.
You know what? I think the aura that Snow has, it'd probably kill them.
I do really.
She
just
said
like,
I had a nasty aura.
I do like the bit of Snow just gets jumped by undead every second he's alone. Just anytime he's like,
Every
"Fuck it, I
second,
can."
even then the ones of desire is like, okay, we're in the camp. It's just like getting jumped. It's like, why the fuck am I getting jumped?
It's the one fucking Billy and Mandy like Raggle friends.
Yeah,
Somebody
actually,
help me.
No, cannot
Actually-
be left alone with a woman.
Damn, I should have asked.
You have a question, Carlos.
Yeah.
Is time magical?
Yes.
Okay.
Does that mean you could dispel magic time?
To
To an
spell someone's
Then,
time.
yeah, let's
Oh,
imagine
Jesus.
magic is the form of grasping the temporal flow. Magic in this world is grasping the temporal flow all around you. It's not physical yet until you cast magic, and the physical form of magic is what you can dispel, not the act of not its presence in the world, though.
I'll pretend that I understood what you said.
Could I dispel magic at
Casting
tempo?
the water. It doesn't evaporate all the water from someone, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could,
Would you
could
ask
someone
me?
could someone dispel magic at tempo?
It's very possible, yeah.
I was wondering because we were just talking about that word, like the relic or whatever. If it was made in the founding of Yaka, but it wasn't meant to use time, but it can use time. So there's like some interesting implications of like when time became a thing.
Carlos, I wanted to ask 2 more questions, and by that I forgot about
Well,
it.
now you're gonna have to go back and look like a fool when you walk back over
I mean,
there.
he wouldn't look like a fool.
I-
He'd just like, actually, one more thing.
Two
He'd
more
hit the one more
things.
thing, and
Two more
one more thing. No, I mean, it's never one more thing with Columbo either.
Oh,
7 more things.
no, you gotta be
Can
like, I forgot. No, save it for now. Just write them down and save them.
They're not that important. It's just like, they act probably out of character. It'd be
just-
like, yeah.
I
you
say
know,
save them. Just save them.
Yeah.
Pay me 3 days, or I'll spill
But,
what you've done.
We'll be back here. Did someone say that they couldn't do next week? I don't know why.
No. For me, it was just this week I couldn't, but this week I can.
Okay,
I
then this
know-
would be January 4th is going to be.
Else hands, yeah.
Less than a week
so
away.
They're in a Saturday again?
Hell of
Yeah, we're
my
going back to
hands.
being a Saturday.
Yeah,
Okay.
the week after the week after the
Yeah.
4th is when I'm not gonna be here.
Where are you gonna be?
For,
You
I'm gonna be
motherfucker.
traveling. I don't know. My dad hasn't told me.
I wasn't aware that you're going on a fucking adventure.
Vacation, yeah.
Alright, we need to
My
end
dad
the
literally
campaign
won't tell me.
next
That's why I
session.
was like,
Well, how long
Got
are you
it.
gone for?
Until what? The 20th.
Oh Jesus.
The
that's-
20th,
That's
holy.
two
Yeah.
sessions that that we're missing then.
So we're
Jesus.
killing Snow.
Yes.
No one gets kidnapped again.
Yeah.
No,
Gets
it's
kidnapped with the
killing-
planner. Oh God.
We might be able to make
Oh.
something work of Snow just being put on Baron guard duty or something.
Oh, but
Yeah.
nah,
Throw 'em in
that
the
would
lake.
kind of suck. I'll be honest, that would
Was-
kind of suck.
It would suck. It hit
I mean, I
the
can-
final arc, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. I just am killed off. Yeah, that's fine.
It's for the best.
We
I
could
get
do like
jumped
maybe we
again.
we could do like 1 session. Now like get 2 sessions. A bit crazy, I think.
Unless you really believe like there won't be anything like a big fight or a big something like while he's
That-
gone.
Nobody
But
can
even
guarantee
then.
that.
But
Carlos
see, that's the thing.
Carlos cannot guarantee anything. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
We're
just
gonna
saying,
go to the
that's actually-
tomb and immediately
actually-
fight
Carlos
70
has plenty of
undead.
room for a 2-shot.
Yeah,
True.
I can run a quick 2-shot while he's away.
Yeah,
Oh my
let's do
God!
the-
No, Carlos. We can have a.
six and
We can.
A 2-shot
We
within the 2-shot?
We can have a mini campaign. We can have a play in your hand in the Creep of Hell hand.
Yeah, just a 2-shot.
We can have a 2-shot about like what Six has been doing since we
Yeah.
departed from him.
Yeah. Oh,
No
the side adventures, the
No
hell
one-
dances.
Yes.
No
fucking-
one's allowed in except Tommy. It's just us, me and
Yeah.
him talking in a call.
Yeah, I mean
Oh,
that
yeah.
could work.
Fucking yuppie.
Hey, it's me. You're probably wondering how I got here.
All
You're
right.
just at the top of the.
Fucking.
But
But
yeah.
thank you all for watching. We will see you next week with the continuation of the Creep of Hell Hands. We don't have much
Yeah.
left.
No, yeah.
Two
Make this
shots.
last
Master
another-
Felch.
See you next month,
Don't
Too
shut
much
up about Master Felch.
Master Felch. Would you rather get
Ouch.
Felch or do the Felching?
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Arrive.